Talk dirty.
Hello, everybody in the YouTube world. It's
Calm down.
Darren and Josh, Canada and the USA in the house. There we go. So, how are you, Josh? How was your day?
It was good.
Your day off?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
That's good. So, this week was the Auto Show in Canada. So there was
Hmm.
so it was kind of cool. You're kind of a car guy too, but
Yeah.
it was good. Hello, hello everybody. Thank you for coming. Alvin, Megalove shout out. How are you guys? Thank you so much for the raid. You guys are awesome. Hi, Amy. Uh, hi,
Did you say,
Kagala.
did you say rape?
Raid.
Oh,
Kagala, Megalove shout out. Amy, thank you so much. There you go. Team Ohio, amazing. Just celebrated their fourth anniversary. It was just over there. There you go. Hi, no side. Mega love shout out. Let's see.
Darren,
Oh,
just a word of advice. Don't scream too much tonight.
yeah. No side, how are you? I'm new to you. I'm going to watch one of your videos. Congratulations. Oh, you got an upcoming. A lot of upcomings.
Do you see
360.
my do you see my avatar?
Yes. 312, 311, 310, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. Okay, 32 is the latest.
119212.
In 9 days. Okay, there you go. I'm going to leave a comment. That's awesome. Let's see. Tam Zach waiting. Just leave a comment there.
Remember, everybody promised to come up here tonight.
Yes, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you still might be driving Tam Sack or report at my live. Okay, I left a comment. Okay, so no side done. And let's drop it in the copy link in my no sides upcoming. Upcoming for no side. Hello, hello. Upcoming for no side. There's his upcoming. Hey! Capengo! My good friend. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. Beautiful people. Thank you, Amy. Mimi Bear. Thank you for the 14th like. Mimi Bear, always there. Thank you for the support. Awesome. Now I gotta get. You're welcome. I'm always here. Let me just drop the short video. I gotta get the upcoming. It's in 40 minutes. Okay. Copy. So I forgot to pin it. You're welcome, Paul.
And
All right.
whoever's the last chatter gets $50 from Darren.
50G cash. Don't bleed me dry. There it is. Upcoming short premiere.
How much
Pin.
is 50? How much is 50?
$1. Hi, Secretary Bucci. Yeah. I do sponsorships. Sponsorships I usually contribute $8 US, 10 Canadian. And then I give $1 every single day. plus mine. I give up to $500, which is 5,000. Hey, Cher is in the house. Let's drop the stairs. Uh, there's Cher's second channel. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Thank you very much. No side. Thank you so much for your support. I'm live today and tomorrow, every week, twice a week. So feel free to drop your links. I dropped a link to one of your upcomings. And Mang Jun. Nice channel, 13.4. Okay. Thank you, Mang Jun. So I was at the auto show today, and it was auto show this week. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Oleg, Nanang, Alvin. Thank you, Alvin.
Yeah.
Alvin, gotcha. Gotcha, brother. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. That's going to be a good one. Done, Alvin. Okay. And so no side. Hi, Princess. The Nang is in the house. The Nang's a good friend of mine. Oh, I see someone in the back there.
Did you say back hair?
In the back. Hi, Princess.
My battery died on me, Josh, and I had it plugged into the charger. I got to get a new charging cord. From the moment that the call dropped, I've been on charging, and it is hardly ever charging. I just hope it doesn't die on me until I get into a truck stop and get a new cord or something. It's ridiculous. If my cord is plugged in and everything's plugged in, my battery should not be going dead at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to put a new battery on my laptop. I had one here at home, so I swapped it out and it was good to go. My phone, these phones, you can't replace batteries because they want you to replace the phones.
Yeah, well, I told them I'm only taking a phone to where the battery is not an issue.
Yeah.
That's a lithium battery. They shouldn't be having issues with them.
You could get unlucky and get one, but yeah, they pretty good technology. But you could get a lemon because
Well,
when they expand, they expand. That's not good.
well, since 2020, I know the kid that sold me my phone from Verizon.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time, ever since I switched to Verizon. He said they've been getting a lot better with the batteries over the years.
All right, Angel. Yes, they're getting better. How are you? Thank you so much.
And it's not because it's an American made phone. No, it's not at all. It's because it's made by the Chinese.
Yeah, the batteries are.
China.
I- if Americans made it, yeah, the batteries would be getting screwed up all the time, and then it wouldn't work for a while. Well, you got to buy another one. Yeah, it'd be a cash cow, is what it is.
Like even the apples are made in China. So
You know the,
ah,
you know who's to blame for that? Steve Jobs.
there you go.
Hell, it's in his freaking name, Steve Jobs. He
Yeah,
decided to move over to China and have them make our cell phones.
yeah,
He's deceased now.
he is. That's correct.
But
He
everybody
had
blames the Chinese for it.
he had butt cancer.
So feel free to drop a link, guys. Thank you, Alvin.
Everybody
DJ
scapegoat.
Shine.
A lot of people scapegoat things and don't realize what they're talking about.
Uh, Shine, drop your upcoming Korean noodles. Lemmy. DJ Shine, really good YouTuber. Thank you, Paul. Yes, I'm here. Okay. Zenny. Make a love shout out. Ashley. No upcoming yet. Hi, Naku. Drop a short video then. Drop a short. All right.
Grab your butt cheeks.
There you go. There you go, Alvin. Live in 22 days. Subscribe to everybody. Okay, done.
So, Sean, I doubt Jessica's going to come up here. I don't know. She said she might crash out.
Yeah.
Is that one from Niagara Falls? Hi,
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, we're live again tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow. Yesterday.
Every time I think of Niagara Falls, I think in the opening sequence to Canadian Bacon. God bless America again. You must know the trouble that she's in. Wash her pretty face, dry her eyes, and then God bless America again. That movie came out in 1995.
How's that
Oh,
possible when John Kennedy died in '94?
It was filmed. It was the last movie released with him in it. They didn't release. Michael Moore didn't release it until later on because he was still working on it. The last movie he filmed was Wagons East, but the last movie released was Canadian Bacon. But he filmed that in '93. He had a lot more to that film. He had to shorten it up and edit it and all kinds of crap.
thanks, Mitch. Dallas vlog. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Zenny. Thank you, yesterday. Yesterday says hi, Sean.
Who does?
Yesterday, Ortega.
Oh, how you doing yesterday?
Yeah, she's awesome. She's in Malaysia working.
No, I'm just glad to recognize people coming into the live streams because I hardly see anybody anymore. Not like it used to be.
Yeah, it'll get there. I just got to wander around and find some new people that are live when I'm not live and invite them over.
So,
DJ
Sean,
Shine! Awesome.
Sean,
Yeah.
I just watched last night. I've seen it before, but it's been years. Armed and Dangerous
Oh, yeah, I got
with
that on my hard drive.
John Candy and Eugene Levy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can never remember that actor's name, but they both were on SCTV together. That's the Canadian version of Saturday Night Live. Am I right, Darren?
Eugene
Yes.
Levy.
Yes, Eugene Levy. He played the
No,
father in
Sean Moore.
American Pie.
They also played in Splash.
Oh, and the movie with Steve Martin. He had the hots for Queen Latifah. You got me down straight tripping, boo.
Hey, the wizard, look
Yeah.
at us.
Bringing
That
down
was-
the
Marty.
house.
That
Nice
was
to see you,
hilarious.
Marty. Hi, wizard.
And then Steve was going to call the cops on Queen Latifah coming in, and he's like, he spoke Mandarin to the cops. 911, may I help you? You know, and he's like, you know, and he hung up on because she pulled out a gun. She's like, make one more last call to the cops.
Yeah, because she was wrongfully being accused of robbing a bank.
Yeah.
Wizard's awesome.
You know that
And
blonde chick that Queen beats up in the bathroom?
I don't remember. It's been a while. I remember the scene, but I don't remember who she was. She looked like Pam Bondi.
Towards the end, Steve walks up to her at the lawyer's office, and he's like, I forgot what her name was in the movie, but he's like, who are you doing here? Instead of what are you doing here, he says, who are you doing here? Because she always liked to grab money from old senior guys. She was like billionaire guys or something.
Who was the old lady? Who was the old lady actor that was hanging around the two big black guys and smoked a joint with them? And she was rich, and she had that dog. And at the end of
Yeah.
it, they're out standing outside. Go, do you have a all night place around here?
It's done.
Because I'm
Thank you, Team
stoned.
Ohio, for the raid. Oh, thank you so much, Team Ohio.
And then the Queen gave the plate. She wanted to make sure that that rich lady was going to have the shits at dinner, so she ended up making a plate of whatever they were having, spaghetti and whatever it was, and she put Pepto Bismol over the spaghetti,
Yeah.
and or what was it? Not Pepto Bismol. It was a white something for the shits,
Thank you,
but
Team Ohio.
Mylanta. She put Mylanta instead of cheese. She put Mylanta over spaghetti. Steve ended up with the plate, and she was trying to advise him, "Don't eat it, don't eat it," because she was trying to give it to the rich lady. So anyway, Steve
Thank
eats
you,
it.
Lisa.
He ends up having to clench his cheeks because he had to go to the bathroom so bad, and it was just a funny dinner scene.
I like the part when Steve Martin's famous for this. He went to that all black club and he's dressed up as a gangster type with a jam box
Yeah,
radio. And
yeah.
he's dancing with press the booty against the glass. That was hilarious.
You're
I like when
welcome,
they first
guys.
bring Queen Latifah to his house and they
Thank you,
bring her through the
Trixie.
yard, trying to hide her from Betty White across the street. And she's like, "Mr. Sanderson, I think I heard Negro." He's like, "No, no Negro spoken here." And that was all out in the yard and stuff. It was funny.
That's cool. Nice raid.
But that's the only John Candy movie I need on my hard drive. It's the only one I don't have. Is Cool Runnings. It's a true
Oh,
story about
really?
the Jamaican bobsled team. They almost won it, and I was pulling for them that year. I love that Olympics, and they wiped out at the last turn on that bobsled, and I was like, no, because they were going to win the gold medal.
No,
The,
that's not
yeah,
true.
yes,
No,
they were going
no,
to.
they had no chance at winning. They just participating. That's
Look at
what they were famous for. But they never got close to the gold. But they did it. But they
no
did participate.
look it up. Their time at that moment before they wiped out, they were leading. Look it up. Trust me.
Really?
Yes, they were time wise. They were leading the pack, but they
Oh,
wiped out on that last turn, and it ruined them
okay.
because their coach, which was John Candy, he was playing as their actual coach, which was a champion gold medal bobsled dude from years past
Okay.
that was coaching them. But they added the humor with it.
It's awesome. What a story, though, because I think their sled broke and they took a loader one from another team or something. It was really cool.
Yeah, but that I was watching that Olympics, and I remember they took that last turn a little too high, and it flipped the bobsled.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, I think it was the U.S. in this Olympics. Uh, Two people didn't get in the sled. They flipped out, and there's only one guy driving the sled down. He had to shuffle back to pull the brake. So the U.S.
Oh,
Is crazy.
you remember when it was in China? They had one
I forget.
person from the Philippines. I can't remember his name. He was a ski jumper. He didn't compete this time, but there were two people compete, two representatives from the Philippines, one female and one male, and I can't remember what sport they were doing.
Oh,
But there's
really?
one sport that I don't under. Yeah, there's one sport that I don't understand, and that's the luge.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Which
the
is
one man
you
bobsled,
lie
and
flat. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it looks like they're sliding down there by themselves. But it's like I want to dress as a sperm, shove a skate in my ass, and go balls first down an ice chute.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's
That is
basically it. I'm like
scary.
that. I would never freaking do that.
No, of course not. Neither would I.
Nah,
But
nah.
they got Balls of steel to do that.
But I'll do the bobsled, the 2 and the 4-man bobsleds. That's fun
I agree. I agree.
because I've ridden in them many a times. Cost you
Oh,
some money to
really?
do it. Yeah, but when you're in it, half the time you don't realize how fast you're going.
Very fast. I don't know how fast it's going. Hi, Josh. Stream your link. Got it.
Yeah, you don't realize
Yeah,
how fast you're going because you really can't see shit except for the guy's helmet in front of you. Unless you're steering it, then you can see
that's
a
right.
little bit.
Yeah, because you got to be behind the person's head. You're either down or you're follow his head. Streamline.
Now, when they do the 2-man luge, I'm like, boys, get a room.
That's funny.
I'd be like, no, I'm not doing this.
That's funny. Welcome
John,
back, Josh.
John, John.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting for you to talk.
Okay, so I just found out. I don't know how often you buy stuff online or whatever, like movies and stuff, but you can get it on eBay. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it anywhere. I was just looking it up.
Right on.
Yeah, but see, that's the issue. I hate things getting mailed to me because I don't know when I'm going to be home next to pick it up. There was shit sitting on my bed for about 4 months before I actually went and got it.
Wow.
You people know how often I do not go home.
That's right.
Believe me, it's an event. You got when I'm home, which is very rare.
Wow. That's crazy.
You guys known me since 2020,
Yep.
at least Darren,
Yep.
and Darren will tell you, I rarely go home. When I
You
do,
rarely get to
everybody knows
Canada.
it.
You rarely get to Canada. We're short on blue pills.
Yeah, the last time I went when I went up there and met you, it was during the pandemic when it just
That's right.
first happened. The lockdowns first happened,
That's right.
and we had to do this app thing, and it was like, this is ridiculous. But that was the last time I went there. What was that, Darren? 2020? No, that was 2000.
21.
That was 21. Okay, it was October of 21. I
Yeah.
remember it was October
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was that next summer when we lost Murad and we did the Halloween costume contest for the first time in 22.
That's right.
Well, he passed away of 22 in January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I couldn't remember, but it was my idea. I approached Darren to put it on his channel because nobody comes to mine. So I was like, well, Darren, let's do it. A memorial costume contest for Murad.
Very
Done it
successful.
4 years in a row.
That's right. 4 years.
Darren, the last costume contest. Did that baby girl show up again? That was the Green Fairy the year before.
Last year,
That,
I don't remember. I think she did, but I don't remember.
but it was found out who she was and who her parents are
Uh-huh.
because you told me the name and I can't remember it.
I forget.
But if we had to pick a winner of the children, she would have been it. That Green Fairy. She was so cute. And she was smiling from ear to ear, and she fell flat on her face. And I'm like, oh boy. Usually a baby would cry when that happened. Nope, they lifted her up. She's still smiling. I was like, that's so cute.
Oh, she was so funny. She was so good.
John, are you still in Missouri?
Sorry?
I was talking to Sean.
Yeah, I got in Missouri when I got into St. Louis. I'll be in Missouri the rest of the night. I won't get to Arkansas until tomorrow afternoon.
Maybe you're already in, like heading to Springfield or getting about there.
Well, I'm hoping to make it to the yard in Springfield before my time runs out.
Yes.
So,
Can
Sean,
somebody?
when you say you have to stop for like every 10 hours, whatever it is, to redo stuff, is that like every day, or is it like do you get
Doesn't
like
matter.
3,000 hours per week or something?
No, the clocks go like this. You have an 8-hour clock, 11-hour clock, a 14-hour clock, and a 70-hour clock. And how it works is this: before you drive, before that 8th hour lapses, in order to get the rest of your time of the 11, you have to take a 30-minute break. Then it adds the 3 hours to whatever time you have left. I usually wait to do my 30-minute break until I only have like 5 hours of drive time left. Because I do my 30-minute break, it goes back to 8 hours. But that's all I got left. But you only have 11 hours drive time and a 14-hour clock. If you sit around for 3 hours, then your drive time starts to tick down. So you can't fool around. And your 70-hour clock is your weekly. Now, every 8 days, you're going to get 0 hours at midnight, but then you get recaps of whatever you drove the week before. The only 70-hour clock is for this. It controls how much money we can make. I'm like, we really don't need the 70-hour clock. If you can do 11 and a 14, that should be good enough. With a 10-hour break. The 70-hour clock is useless. Because there are many times I had to sit around and I'm like, I might as well do a 34-hour reset and get all my hours back. And instead of sitting there for 34 hours, if they just let me drive 11 hours and a 14, I'm good to go after a 10-hour break. There shouldn't be a problem.
There you go.
But no, we're heavily regulated. We
safety.
are the most heavily regulated job in the world.
All for safety.
In order to drive a truck safely and be able to get into shippers and receivers and ports and the military bases, you got to have a TWIT card, you got to have a passport, you got to have your CDL to begin with, and that takes some doing to get, but you can easily go through one of the schools and get it, but you have to get your permit before you go, and then you're susceptible to a drug test. And believe me, they're going to know everything about you. You whiz in a cup, they will know if you did any kind of drug, and if you did, and then they give you the choice here at Prime. If you know that you're not going to pass this your analysis, we'll give you a free bus ticket to go home. But if you take this test and you piss dirty, you're on your own getting home. And you are blacklisted from ever getting a CDL. You'll never get one. Yes, it is very harsh. They don't play around. And no alcohol of any kind, even if it's not even open, is not allowed on the truck. Anything that has alcohol in it, like hand sanitizer, a lot of drivers were getting busted for that one.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, no. I'm like, no, you can't have alcohol. You can't even have mouthwash. If the mouthwash has alcohol in it, you're busted.
Wow.
And they're harsh.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds like they're more harder. They're more harder than Chinese algebra.
Wow.
But the thing is,
that's a math joke.
I hate to agree with them because I know that they have a problem with foreign drivers.
Yeah.
But being able to read signs and everything, that's very important. But however, they need to go through the same scrutiny as all of us did.
Oh, yes.
Getting your CDL, doing all those background checks. I mean, literally, you damn near have to do a urine, sperm, and stool sample and blood sample.
You had to jerk off in a cup?
Damn near.
Wow.
I hate to say it that explicit, but damn.
Well, that's a joke, but
we want to check your babies.
it has not gotten to that point. But I wouldn't be surprised if it will.
Wow.
But like when you get a TWIT card, not everybody that applies for a TWIT card gets one. You have anything on your record? Nope. It's harder to get a TWIT card than it is a passport. That Darren knows that.
Yep.
How hard it is to get a passport. Yeah, getting a TWIT card is harder to get because they go all the way back when you were in school as a kid. How do you think they knew I blew up the toilet in high school with an M80? I was like, that was 30 years ago. They were picking on me about that, but
That's funny. That's funny. Funny.
that's why I run into those ICE agents. I'm like, they're not going to give me any shit. I said, I got a TWIT card. Do you got one? Probably not. But I got a passport. I got my CDL. I even have my birth certificate with me. I carry all that with me. And I said, and if you refuse to look at it, that's your fault. But you could do what you want. You're going to lose your job, and I'm going to get paid. That's how this is going to work out.
There you go.
And why is that? Because I had a good education, and I know what the laws are. There's nothing illegal for speaking multiple languages. Just because they don't understand what you said, that's their problem. I said I made it past. I made it past the 7th grade education. Most of you all did not. And I even said, which one of you was in D.C. January 6th? Because a lot of them, it's been proven, a lot of them were January 6ers that are part of ICE that were pardoned by Trump. And they want to say how much they back the blue and they're about law enforcement. Oh, yeah? Well, you hired these morons.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
But I got a call here. I believe there's a possibility that Christy Nome is trans.
No, you think?
She looks it.
Oh, jeez.
And her 1930s Germany counterpart was Ernest Rome, and he was gay.
Jeez.
That wasn't found out until like 3 days before the Night of the Long Knives.
Wow.
And that's when they killed him. And then a few days later, they dissolved the SA into the SS and the Wehrmacht.
Oh.
So the SA no longer existed. The only one that continued to wear the SA uniform was Joseph Goebbels, but he was the propaganda minister.
Oh.
He was the only one that continued to wear the brown.
Oh.
And Rudolf Hess did too, but he flew over to England and parachuted in, and they threw him in jail.
Oh. Wow.
He ended up dying in prison. But I cannot believe the sleazeball Albert Speer got 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Nuremberg.
Okay.
He was the armaments minister.
Oh. There you go. There you go. So the roads are good, Sean. You're
Oh
doing
yeah. I don't think I'll see any more snow the rest of this year because it's going to start warming up in a week or two. Except
yes.
for for out west in the high range, they'll see snow until June.
Wow. Wow.
Got close to 80 today.
Yeah, you
Wow.
guys aren't going to see any more cold weather down there, Josh. When I was there and was going to see Boot again, that's when we got bombed by that ice storm.
Yeah.
It was nothing but ice that we got where I was, but where
That's
you were got bombed with snow.
wow.
Yeah, we had ice first and then another fluffy white snow, and they called it the storm of the century out here.
Everything was just covered in like a quarter of an inch of ice where I was.
Wow.
I
That's
told that driver, like, if you got to take a piss and you're sliding all the way to the truck stop, do yourself a favor and piss under your drive tire to melt that ice. Then you'll have traction to get out of here because your
yeah, it
tires will
works.
do nothing but spin.
Yeah, it works.
Works every time. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
That's exactly what you should do.
Take a piss.
And
Just let it
it
go.
won't refreeze. It won't refreeze, and here's why. There's an you actually not only that in your urine there's ammonia, and ammonia prevents any liquid from freezing.
Oh, okay.
It'll dry. The ammonia will makes it to where that the urine dries. That's why you take a bucket of water, dump it on the pavement, and piss on the pavement. The piss will dissolve a lot quicker than the water will, because you got pneumonia in your urine. It's all
Oh.
science.
Oh.
Like the DEF fluid diesel exhaust fluid we put in our truck.
Yeah.
They use horse urine, the ammonia from horse urine, to make it.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
And yes, we had a couple of drivers convince a young driver that was naive enough to believe it. Oh, if you need DEF, just piss in your tank. One of them did it, blew up the engine. What an idiot. Or just put it in your diesel tank. Moron. It's diesel exhaust fluid. It has nothing to do with the fuel line. The DEF drips into the exhaust to burn out the soot, so we're not as pollutant. Our truck doesn't pollute as bad as we used to back in the pre 2000s, before the DEF system was created.
Don, it's funny. I could listen to you all day, every day when you talk dirty or something. When you take a piss, it's just
Well, I drink.
everything's so funny when you say stuff.
I get aggravated because it's aggravating. Because I drink too much damn water is why. It's like every 20 minutes, I gotta go again. It's like, I do not like stopping the truck. Once I get rolling, I like to go for hours.
Exactly.
But sometimes I can't do that. It's like I just pissed 20 minutes ago and I gotta piss again. It's aggravating.
I tell my mother, I said, she's like, hey, wee wee. I says, okay, well, let me get you a cup. She's like, stop with that shit. And like, we're not equipped that way. I was like, I've held a cup for you before.
These drivers that piss in bottles are idiots. I'm like, I just popped the four ways, hit the shoulder on my right, and whiz in the ditch.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, because I'll never forget when I was in Horse Cave, Kentucky at the Loves. I came out of the sleeper because I was seeing red and blue lights everywhere, and they were around my truck, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Uh-oh.
And then an ambulance shows up, and I'm talking to a police officer. What's going on? He goes, well, it's not you. What you see the driver beside you? All of a sudden, his lights come on. All of a sudden, his lights come on, and he opens the door, and he has a 20-ounce pop bottle attached to his, you know what, and it won't come off. And he pissed in it, right? I'm looking at the cop, and they're kind of chuckling, and I asked one, how did the dude get it in there? He must not be well equipped, because even flaccid, I'm not going to be able to accomplish stuffing my junk in there. But I told him, I said, how far did you get in school? He goes, I graduated high school. I said, did you take a science class? No. Physics? No. I said, that explains it. I said, you know what has saved you from all of this embarrassment? Grab your Swiss knife pocket knife you got in your cup holder. Take and pull the knife piece out and pop a hole in the bottle, and it would have slipped right off. What it is you got to relieve the suction from the bottle.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, you pop a hole in it, it'll come right off. It's like back in the 70s when you got a can of pop or a can of beer. It was just like a can of soup. There was no pull-off lid back then. You had to have one of those diamond-shaped cutters.
Pop it. Yeah, that's right.
You had to pop, and then you had to pop a little hole on the opposite side, or it wouldn't come out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 2 minutes to my premiere. 2 minutes.
And he was like, well, I'll be damned. And that's when he asked me, did you ever have an issue like this? I said, no, because I could never fit my junk in a bottle like that. That's why I'm like, I'm wondering how you got it in there.
Says, well, I lifted it and I thought it would fit, so I stuffed it in there, and holy damn, it started turning red down by the head.
By the time the ambulance showed up, he took the knife and popped the bottle, and it came right off. And the police looked at me and said, how'd you know that? I said, it's just a matter of simple science. You got suction pressure. If you relieve the pressure, it'll come right off.
That's true.
Unless he enjoys what is going on there, because the bottle is literally suctioning him, forget it. You can imagine that guy whacking off into a damn pop bottle like that. No. But to each their own, people are into weird shit,
That's funny.
You got a lot of Western ladies that are heavily into Louisville baseball bats, and it's like human males are not built that way. No wonder why there isn't anybody that can satisfy you. Unless you let somebody stick their foot up there, gives a new definition to pussyfooting around.
Here we go.
Hey, that's a good joke.
All right, premiere starting. Let's go.
$50 on the line.
But I'm telling you, you spend enough time out on the road with me, you'll see a lot of things that you're like, what the hell am I looking at? And then you'll be like, am I actually seeing this? you turn to a driver. Am I actually seeing it? Like, yeah, you're seeing it. Because I tell them, I think I've been on the road too long. I started seeing shit.
If I was on the road with you, Sean, I just want to try to stay away from all the gays.
I very rarely run into one in the truck stops.
Unless they want to join you in the shower.
That's never happened. There was one time the girl that cleaned the showers at the Loves accidentally walked in on me. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, that's all right. I'm already done.
That's
She
awkward.
goes, but you're naked. I'm like, it's too late now. You already seen me, so.
That she went out there and like, rape.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, whenever I go to clubs, every now and then there's some women that'll grab my ass. It's happened so many times in my life, I don't let it bother me. But they know I have buns of steel.
Here we go.
I'm not lying. And to me, I'm like, I didn't know females did that sort of thing.
It's a whole nother meaning to somebody grabbing your cheeks.
Yeah, I'm hanging up the microphone after I got done singing the song. The next person's coming up. I'm walking through the crowd to get to my chair, my table, and yeah, I've been grabbed by my ass. I turn around, ladies right there smiling at me, and they're like, "Why don't you sit with us?" I'm like, "I gotta go get my drink."
Get this. So I was doing karaoke 80s rap songs at a senior military hangout lodge, and this couple asked me, "You're a good singer. Sing some more from him." I was like, okay. And then, like, not even 10 minutes into the song, it's about a 3 or 4 minute song. This couple that requested
by the way,
me to keep.
There's Uranus, the original, the home office and store. There's the big neon sign, Uranus. Everybody knows the best fudge comes from Uranus.
So you're on 66 then? You're on 66?
No. This is Interstate 44.
So I started singing, and 10 minutes in the song, this couple gets up and leaves, like they were bored of it or something. Like, he's okay. I thought it was kind of rude. Hey, you picked the song. I sang it. You guys leave? We're going to another bar.
Darren.
Yes.
Darren, do you still? How many people are in the live stream?
I don't know because I'm on my premiere now.
Well, the reason why I ask is hopefully I didn't run anybody off by what I said.
Who knows? It's
I don't think we've been too dirty tonight.
Well, if a lot of them that are the folks from the Philippines or wherever, if they were to come here and witness the commercials for that fudge, it used to be on the internet, and it was real popular, but some sensitive person got sensitive about it and complained. And I'm like, wait a minute, that company paid for that advertising.
There's 18 people at my premiere.
I'm sure you could probably still find that commercial that you would run into here on YouTube. If you punch in Uranus and fudge, you'll probably see the commercial. You get the video of the commercial. Yeah, but the guy was The guy was cheerful and everything. Great. He did a great job doing the commercial. Go ahead, Josh.
I came when I was on my Facebook Reels section. I came across a lot of the general store employees talking about lots of things happen in Uranus.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of souvenirs, T-shirts, everything.
Yeah,
I even sent them a message. I said, "Do you have that one? It looks like a pan of lasagna, but it's fudge." And they knew exactly what I was talking about because it does. It looks like a pan of lasagna. They thought it was funny, but like, yeah, it does look like lasagna.
That's funny.
It was strawberry vanilla flavored.
that actually sounds good. But I don't like fudge. It has a weird texture.
This is like having a moist chocolate bar or a half melted Hershey bar. It's same texture.
Yeah, but now that I'm diabetes, I probably shouldn't be eating it.
It's okay to have it every now and then. It's not going to kill you.
Moderation is the key.
Yes. Yeah, if you buy, one package of Reese cups, there's 2 Reese cups in there. That's good enough. But if you have 2 or 3 of them, now you got a problem. Yes, that's too much.
Yeah.
I have a pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Wow.
No problem. Yeah, but a pint of Ben and Jerry's is like $7 now. It used to be 5 and change.
Wow.
Yeah, I always got the chunky monkey. That's the best
popular.
flavor.
I think that's the one
Yeah,
most popular. Right?
Yeah, but the number 2 is the Cherry Garcia. But I've always wanted to try the one. It was limited. They don't make it anymore for Bernie Sanders because he was running for president. They made a flavor something Bernie Sanders or something like that. I'd like to have tried that.
Yeah.
They also they don't have this flavor either. It's called sweaty balls. I'm not kidding. There is such a flavor. You can look it up, but I could never find it because the Tonight, what is his name?
Stephen Colbert.
Jimmy Fallon actually kind of sort of did like a Tonight Show type of Ben and Jerry's flavor, and it was called sweaty balls.
Thank you, lady. Thank you, Lady Ann. Thank you, Eric.
It was seriously a flavor.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, guys.
Probably tastes like pubes. Pubes. Ew.
Just waiting for Darren,
Darren, did you ever try the chunky monkey of Ben and Jerry's?
No, because we don't have Ben and Jerry's up here.
Well, if you lived in Montreal, if you lived in Montreal, that's only like a 50-mile drive to the border of Vermont there, where it's at.
Okay.
Because it's been a while since I've been up there, but I used to get Ben and Jerry's all the time whenever I was in that area. It's got banana.
Cross it over the border.
It's got bananas, walnuts, chunks of chocolate, and vanilla ice cream. I can't remember what else is in it, but it's really good.
Wow.
So it makes you moist?
That sounds amazing. That's amazing.
I'm just surprised the guy sold it to Unilever. I'm like, Unilever makes soap.
That's true.
They came around in the late 80s, Unilever, because they sent everybody as junk mail in the mail a bar of their soap to try it. Yeah. And it was Unilever 2000, and I tried it. It wasn't bad, but Unilever became this big company, and they're the ones that bought out Ben and Jerry. I don't know why they sold it, but they didn't change the ice cream, because if they did, they would have lost everybody. Is that you change the ingredients or anything to any of these flavors, people are going to know instantly that you've done that, and they're going to be
That's
like, "Well, we
true.
ain't buying this shit anymore."
That's true.
Because Unilever was warned, you're going to lose your customers.
Uh, that's right. You never change the recipe. Yeah. You never change the
Yeah,
recipe.
yeah, and the cool thing there is when you picked up the load there at the warehouse, they'll give you any flavor you want. Hell, man, they gave me like 12 of them. It was good that I had
Thank
a
you, Mitch.
freezer in my refrigerator when I had it. They said, "Here, take some." He goes, "You like Chunky Monkey?" Well, here, take some uh, Cherry Garcia. And I tried it, and I'm like, it is actually really good. Because I asked him, "Do you have any of the Bernie Sanders one?" He goes, "No, don't have any more of that." Are you going to be making more? No, it was just a one-time deal when he was
Makes
running
sense.
for president.
Makes sense.
Shit, Bernie Sanders only lives like 10 miles
Thank you,
from the
Jane.
place.
Wow. Thank you, Jane. That's awesome.
But not only Vermont is known for that ice cream and maple syrup, they're also known for the coats they make. The home office of the Burlington Coat Factory is in Burlington, Vermont. I picked up a
All
load
right.
there before too. Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, it's all made there in Vermont.
Wow. That's
Or,
awesome.
or as our French colleagues would say, Vermont.
There you go. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much.
Most popular movie, Super Troopers, was filmed there.
Thank you, teacher.
That movie made no
Part of,
sense to me.
yeah, not all of it, but portions of it. Most of it was filmed in Fishkill, New York, upstate New York.
Yeah.
I did a movie with Brian Cox.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, because of his role as Captain O'Hagan in that movie, every college student wanted to party with him because he was in the backseat of the patrol car. They're all drunk. He goes, "Let's pull somebody over." And they did. He's got his shirt and badge on, but that's it. He's drunk as hell. He walks up, "License registration, please." And as he's going for it, he start to take the piss on the guy's car. And he's like, "When you gotta go, you gotta go." And he's the captain of the state police force.
That's funny. Oh, God, that's funny.
Because of that role he played, it's like every college student wanted to party with Brian Cox.
That's funny. Yeah.
Actually, my favorite role that he did in all of his movies was the movie with Alec Baldwin. He played Reichsmarshal Goering in Nuremberg. He did
Yeah.
a hell of a job in that movie.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
But now they redid the movie Nuremberg and had Russell Crowe as Reichsmarshal Goering. I at first thought I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work, but I got to see him portray Reichsmarshal Goering. I said it's going to be hard to top Brian Cox because he was dead on, even
Yeah.
damn near looked like him.
There you go. Oh, that's good.
I like that. They were all complaining, right? And they're all standing around, picking out clothing because
Yeah.
all they had was what they were wearing, and the psychiatrist was in there talking to Goering and the rest of them. He was like, and he told them sort of a joke kind of thing. He goes, if you got one German, you got to find an individual. 2 Germans, a club. 3 Germans, a war. An Englishman, 1 Englishman, you got an idiot. 2 Englishmen, a club. 3 Englishmen, an empire. Now, if you think about that, it makes a lot of sense. Not necessarily saying it's true, but it makes a lot of sense.
That's funny. That is funny.
In Super Troopers, do you remember when they were talking that couple in the car and they said, "All right, meow." Did you just say meow?
That was funny.
I don't remember it being a couple. There was a dude wearing glasses.
Yeah,
The
it was Jim
couple was
Gaffigan.
the couple was in the Porsche, and they were German, and they were swingers, and so was Ramathorn and his girlfriend. They were swingers because he was standing in his underwear and he's got a bunch of bananas in his hands, and he's saying, "Don't jump on the bed, please." And then when he gets done, he throws the bananas to the side. He goes, "Who wants a mustache ride?" It was ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. Mustache ride. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I mean, part 2 was funny, but it wasn't as good as the first one. They couldn't top the first one, and that's what they were trying to do.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, Sean, but I was in a movie with Brian Cox, and it was called The Key Man. He was in it, and a few others.
Can you see yourself in it?
Yes,
as an
I'm
extra.
in it. Yes.
Well, yeah, but at what portion do you should get it on film and show it to all of us? Make a short video of it. There I am, right there. Like, oh, cool.
I stood at a buffet table, at a catering table in the scene. They actually kept me in there, and I was standing next to one of the actors. And since I couldn't grow a real mustache, the makeup trailer added a mustache to my face.
Wow.
And they made it look so real to match my coat, whatever suit coat that I was wearing. And then there was a few scenes later. I was in the scene, but you don't see me. There's a lot of stuff that was cut out.
Oh.
But we had like a ballroom dance type of something going on that all of us had to wear tuxes.
Hello, Paulette. I didn't see ya. Welcome.
Welcome back, Darren. How you doing?
I'm doing Mabuti.
I'm so happy to see you, man. You went and came back safe.
Yes.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome.
It was great.
Awesome. I just finished my live, so I have a song for you, okay?
Oh, sounds great. All right.
You have one song for you, then I finish. Hi, Sean. How you doing? Hi, Josh, and everybody in the chat.
Hello.
How you all doing? All right.
All right. Sorry, I can't with karaoke because I'm driving.
Oh, fine. You can hear me, Sean?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, good, great. All right. This song is for Darren.
Thank you.
I can't remember when we were not there. every time you turn my life around. The sweetest thing I found with you. Through the years, it's better every day. Your kiss my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the all right, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, well done.
Thank you so much.
Good way to go. Golden buzzer.
Yeah, all right. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Yeah, all right.
Don't
You're
forget.
always welcome, okay?
Thank you.
All
Don't
right.
forget to drop the link.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sean. All right.
What a great surprise.
Yeah,
You never know.
we need to hear
How do
some
I
more
get out?
karaoke because I can't.
Oh,
Not
you're
yet.
driving, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Rotsky.
Got a load of dead chickens.
That's good. That's
But
how you
what
want.
makes no sense is there's a big Tyson plant in Rogers, which is only like 5 miles away from Springdale, where I'm going.
Yeah.
Why truck it almost 700 miles when you have a Tyson plant only 5 miles away?
That is a good question.
That's to me that's bad business.
Thank you, teacher. Ace Flaw, checking out your link. New video. Look at that. Thank you, Ace Flaw. Puerto Rico adventure.
Oh, Puerto Rico, good. I don't think I've met anybody from Puerto Rico on live stream yet.
Ah. Yeah, I think Ace Flaw might have been there.
See, not Darren. What was hoping that we could get people from different countries. Like get a couple of people from Japan, Korea, China. We get the
Yeah.
Philippines.
All
You
over.
know,
Wow. That's right.
I mean, we get Fume every blue moon, but
Blue
she don't come
moon.
up to the panel.
Who's that? Who doesn't go with Val's Blue Moon?
Fumina from Japan.
Oh yeah. I don't know where she is.
Fumina Suzuki, the heir to the Suzuki fortune.
That's right. She has not come up.
That'd be nice if she would.
That would
Because
be
me,
cool.
dating somebody like her money is redundant and is irrelevant to me. I don't want her money.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Don't need it. There's my Facebook.
But being very wealthy like that, it's kind of hard to find somebody that is not focused on the money factor.
Ah.
The only money I think about is what's in my pocket or on my Com data card. That's the only
That's
money
good.
I think about. Other than that, I'm thinking of other things.
Chris, I'm there looking at your channel. Okay, Chris, watching your video. Watching your video. Not easy for Sean. We got to find him someone good.
Do what?
Alvin! Gotta find his someone there. How are we doing? 1 hour and 13 minutes. We're plucking along. Sean's still driving. Sean's still driving. And the weather's good, so Sean's doing well. Do you prefer driving at night, Sean, when it's less busy?
Not only that, I can see better.
You see better at night?
Yes.
Good.
I might get knocked off, Darren, because I'm trying to get off of it.
There you go. He did get knocked off. Let's see if he gets knocked back on. Maybe he's in the country, so he loses signal. But if you guys, I just pinned tomorrow's live stream is pinned. Feel free to give it a tamsack and a comment. Drop a link. Here to help you grow in YouTube. There we go. How did you know you were going to get knocked off?
Because I was trying to close the chat, and I was just looking through it to see who said something about me.
Okay.
But nobody did. I thought you were reading something that somebody said.
I don't know. Kyle's in the house. Hi, Kyle.
Who's that?
You know Kyle.
Where the hell's Tammy? I figured Tammy Trot would have been here.
She must be sleeping. She was awake. She showed me a smiley face. Nice to see you, Kyle. Here he is. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you. I forgot you were going live. What was it, directly at 9 o'clock or 9:30?
Yeah, it's always at 9 until the daylight savings times. Then it goes back to 9:30.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I forgot you were live.
No problem.
I was at a whole bunch of other live streams, and I was like, "What the heck am I doing?"
Oh, wow, that's cool. Because Sean and I have to go visit some other live streams. That's good. I was at Team Ohio's 4th anniversary. I was there earlier.
Nice. Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Then I was there
I
at
got.
Agape, MB, Team Ohio. Those 3.
Yeah, I got to join that team because I'm from Ohio.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, man.
I should be a shoo-in for that.
They just had their 4th anniversary. They were all supporting for the past, a week. They're supporting my premieres and upcoming premieres and live stream. They did a raid and stuff. So they were great. Yes, I was one of their sponsors. Oh, okay.
I'm going to barely make it with 26 minutes left, Darren.
Good.
I'm at yardstick 133. I got to get to 82.
Okay.
And that's the exit. And you go a mile down the yards on the right.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. We're just waiting for.
But I'm going to drop the trailer in the yard and go to the Maverick. Do you know that Come and Go no longer exists? They all became Mavericks. They got bought out by Maverick.
I did not know that.
But everybody in the area in Springfield, they still call it the Come and Go. And I said, I'm glad I bought that ski hat and that beach towel that says Come and Go on it because you can't get them anymore.
Ah.
They won't be making them anymore. You can't get them anymore. And years from now, people are going to be like, especially where I live, they're like, what's a Come and Go?
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, 1%. Oh, that is just downright inappropriate. I'm like, what are you talking about? What that says on the top? I said, you ever been to Missouri or Iowa? No. I said, that's why you don't know what it is. It's a name of a gas station truck stop.
And a good one.
Oh,
And a good one at that.
I said, go to their website and complain to the owner when they named it. And plus, it's spelled KUM and the symbol and GO. He used to make the joke to the new drivers. Yeah, it's a truck stop that was started by a lot lizard.
Wow.
But everybody in Springfield, they go to and from work every day. That one that I go to right there on 65, it is always busy.
Oh, that's good.
And I've never seen so many workers there during the day. They'll have anywhere between 10 to 15 workers working the store.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's insanely busy.
That's good, though.
Yeah, they got them like three or four of them working the kitchen, making all the food and everything, and the food's good.
Oh, yeah.
But Maverick, that comes from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
They're making their way out this way. They bought out all the come and goes and changed the names.
Oh, that's too bad.
Like, oh,
Nothing better is they should just change the name instead of COME and go to CUM. And that doesn't. It's not a conflict.
Well, it's KUM is how they spell it.
Oh, dude, that's funny.
I wore that ski hat when I bought it during your live stream, and everybody's seen me wearing it.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. Once I get stopped, if you're still doing the live stream, I'll get it and put it on my head and show it
all
to
right.
you. Now the beach towel is at my house. I don't have that with me.
Yeah. What's interesting? Your truck. You never know. Where in the country you're going to end up.
No. Well, sometimes I can tell where I'm picking up. Well, I know I'll be probably getting another Tyson chicken load there in Rogers, and that I can end up going anywhere. But a lot of times from there, it's usually going to Florida
Wow.
or Georgia. I
Right.
want to go to North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, because I really want to go back to that Caserna and have some Filipino food. Because
Oh, yeah.
it was glorious going there meeting Busi Bonita, but the restaurant food was totally authentic. It's owned by someone from the Philippines, and everybody that works there is Filipino.
Yeah.
And I find, as I said, Boot, this is 15 years since I've had some pancit. It had a little bit of pancit on the plate, but I also had kebabs of shrimp and pork, and I even ate the rice with my hands. I yelled at her. I said, Boot, and I held it up in my hand to show my respect for the culture. I ate the rice with my hands.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it was good. I
Uh,
said, it's been 10 years since I've had some pancit.
wow.
Excluding the pancit that 5 years ago I bought in the frozen food aisle of the grocery store. That was a
Yeah.
big mistake.
Oh.
And it tastes like the box it came in. No, you don't want it.
Ugh. That sounds disgusting. Sounds disgusting. Oh man.
But the food at the restaurant she works at, oh my god, it's really really good.
Uh,
Especially the kebabs that have the shrimp and the beef and pork on it. Oh, that's really good.
very good. Very good. Oh, Paul has a video there.
I know she's gotten off of work. I'm surprised she hasn't come to your live stream, Darren.
Who knows?
I even asked her. I'm like, Boo, you got to come to Darren's live stream. We miss you. And there's a lot of people we miss. Bless Life,
Yeah,
GTA Cruz. There's a whole bunch of people that used to come up to your live stream all the time.
yeah.
We'd go around the room. You're doing a round of karaoke. That hasn't happened in well over a year and a half.
I missed those days.
Yeah, made a lot of good friends then. I haven't seen Big Boy Chubbs. Excellent singer. I caught Barline last week. He did a live stream. Barline.
It's good.
But no, if we go to Manila and I go to the Philippines with you, Darren, there has to be a night where we have a lovely evening with everybody, and I want to get Barline and Big Boy Chubbs there too.
Oh, that'd be good. Are they in Manila?
Oh yeah, I thought so. At least
Wow.
I thought that's what Sheer and Finesse Habit said.
Oh yeah, get the whole gang together.
Mm-hmm.
Food and karaoke. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm like, hey, just order what you want.
Yeah.
But I'd make Big Boy Chubbs. You got to do Luther Vandross.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Tell your chat steady still tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody's out and about right now because it's Friday night, so
Sure is.
usually happens on mostly Fridays and possibly some Saturdays.
That's true. What you got to do is have a big Halloween live stream, and then they all come in.
Yeah, there's only a few people in the world that can match Luther Vandross because that's all we have. Because Luther passed away many years ago.
Yes.
I'll never forget it. The day that they mentioned that he passed on, it was like, wow, we just lost a big gem when it comes to music.
Yes.
Like Eddie Murphy said in the movie The Nutty Professor. He was the Black Pavarotti.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That's funny as heck. Going through deleting my crazy. I think it's good. I think not too many people in the house. There's 5 million people in the house. Hi,
There
Cher.
is there is one artist. He
Tammy
never made it.
arrived. Hi, Tammy.
He never made it big, but I know him. He's from Augusta, Georgia, and he came out with a few albums. And he was like in the Luther Vandross style, but he never made it big. Whenever what's his name? James Brown. Whenever he went on tour, he opened up for him. His name was Tony Howard.
Oh.
Great music, but it never caught on.
Oh. Tammy's in the house. Tammy. Tammy. And
Is
Cher's
she
there.
is she coming up to the panel and Cher coming up to the panel?
Well, Cher's not feeling well, but Tammy might pop up. Come on up, Tammy. Come on up to the big times. It's good timing because it was just going to end early, but you showed up, so hey, come on up. Say hello.
That's what I would have done if no one came through. I would have just said,
Yeah,
I'm just going to end it.
exactly.
A big song by Tony Howard that I remember because I lost his CD long ago, but it was a song called "I'm Falling in Love Again." Oh my God, that was really good. He was on the level of Luther Vandross.
Oh yeah.
You might find his music on YouTube doing a search, but I've never looked. I might look that up myself. But Tony
Oh,
Howard was excellent. I got to meet him, talk with him. He made friends with my friends in South Carolina, there in Georgia. It's called the CSR area, the Central Savannah River area, which is
okay.
you got North Augusta, which is in South Carolina, and you got Augusta in Georgia, right there on the border. And you have people moving back and forth all the time.
Wow.
But he mostly played clubs in Augusta.
Yeah. Wow. Well, imagine seeing them live. That'd been amazing. See all these amazing singers live. It's like wow.
But Tony Howard never made it big. It's because at that time I don't think they were, that style of music was big unless you had already been big like Luther Vandross.
All right,
Yeah.
Tammy.
Just like
Dan!
hi Tammy.
Hi,
Just like
Sean, mate.
just like Emotion. If Emotion came out 20, 30 years ago, oh
He'd be
definitely he would have got a contract.
Yeah, he'd been
Yes.
a superstar. Yeah, right.
Hi, Kyle.
He's there.
What a week.
He's living
What?
the dream.
It's like I can't stay away from the damn hospital.
Oh, what's wrong?
I took my friend up there the other night. They were having chest pains and pins and needles in their hand.
Oh boy.
And that's why I was trying to ask you if you were available because I had a whole lot more ideas about that ice tag team.
Yes.
Because any heat is good heat, and I ran it across Jim Cornette. He just hadn't responded to it yet, and I put P.S. I hope I don't sound like shit stain with that idea because he hates Vince Russo with a passion. That's why he calls him shit stain. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I even told him in the beginning, I said, you said any heat is good heat. And I know people would probably freaking riot if they did that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of uproar at the moment with, what's his name? Dang it.
But that's what made
Brody.
Cornette so big is because there were times in his career in Mid-South, he admitted it. He was lucky he made it out of the arena alive. He caused so much heat.
Yeah, Brody King's getting it at the moment in AEW because some of his outfits is like that ice outfit.
Watch your video, Kyle.
So he's getting a lot of backlash at the moment. And did you hear, Sean? Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on his birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That needs to happen over here.
Yes.
To the douchebag that owns L Brands that I get loads from. Now everybody's going to be ashamed to go there to get a load. Leslie Wexner, the owner of L Brands and Victoria's Secret, yes, he's a pedo.
Well, it looks like Andrew could be kicked out of the royal family.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bitch, but what do you do?
Hang on, I got to plug my headset in. The battery's going dead.
But that's a birthday he won't forget, isn't it, Darren?
That's right.
Whoops.
Good that people are getting accountable now.
Yeah. It's about time, too.
Yeah. All those, even the ranch in USA, there's supposed to be people buried there that were tortured.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Oh, there we go. Cool. I got it plugged in now.
Welcome back, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah. But if you watch that last hearing they had with Pam Bondi, she perjured herself.
That's right.
And it's like, okay, you're going to let him get away with this? You get caught perjuring yourself, especially in front of Congress, that has the same kind of weight as lying in court. You go to jail for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why it proves to everybody's point that they've been saying for years. There is no equal justice here. Like George Carlin said, America has the greatest bullshit story ever told. The bullshit is the glue that binds us together as the nation.
Yeah.
And when you say justice, yeah, that's what it means. Just us.
Well, I was laughing when Andrew got arrested because his sister, Princess Anne, she was on royal duty and she went into a prison.
Yeah, we everybody's talking about that. It's like the Brits, they didn't waste any time. They went and investigated, and boom, they throwing them in jail. It's happening in a lot of countries that people, dudes are guilty of this. Like that Sultan guy,
Yeah.
they'll probably chop his head off because that's part of their laws in their country. That if not his head, his hands or his feet.
They've released Andrew, but he's hiding away in shame.
And so he should.
And they're seriously thinking of kicking him out of
Yeah,
the
it's
royal
like
family.
if you could have if you're a rich person like that and you're well known, you could have any woman you want in the world, damn near. And you got to fool around with teenage girls? What the hell's the matter with you, dude?
Even his ex-wife is getting in a lot of shit because she knew what he was up to.
Yeah, you guys know who I'd be going after. If I was wealthy like that, oh yeah, I'd be right where I hopefully need to be. And like, I need to get her to come here, so I can show her a lovely evening. Yeah, and she's in her mid-40s now.
Wow.
She's 40. She's 44.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought, well, he's going to have a birthday he won't forget in a hurry. What did you get for your birthday? Handcuffed.
You know, they just better be glad that I wasn't a part of that hearing, one of the representatives up on that panel, because I would. This is how I would have laid it on Pam Bondi. I'm like, look, because I'm independent, and I would tell her, look, both sides hate me anyway, so I'm not going to attack you, but I want you to answer honestly. And if you turn this into a clown show, you're going to have a clown show that you're not going to want. And I would ask her a simple question: do you know the names of the names that were redacted? And I'm sure she would probably say no. And if she said no, then I'd be like, how do you know? Don't know the names by redacting the names. And if your employees do it for you, how were they going to know whose name to redact unless you told them? So I would prove the point. You just purged yourself again by simple right there. And if she just said, "Yeah, I know the names of the redacted names," I'd be like, "Fine, that's good. I'm not going to ask you the names. It's just I want to know, do you know the names?" Because she would walk into a lie, which somebody's got to know who those names are that are redacted, and that's what I point out. If she turned it into a zoo, I'd be like, "Okay, you asked for it, so now we're going to turn this into a zoo. Show me bring me that one photo over here," and I'd smack it down there right in front of me. I said, "You recognize this photo?" Because it's her and Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, Pam Bondi, when she was a lot younger. And I'd ask her, "Well, you were really close to Donald Trump here. Did you and him have a relationship?" "Oh, but oh yeah, I'm going to let her have it." I said, "Is it true that you competed in one of his pageants, and he became interested in you because you were wearing a nice bikini?" And I'd show her a picture of that too. Oh, I'd tear her up. Like, "Hey, it's my 5 minutes. Shut up."
Good on you.
Reclaiming my time. I'm not going to have arguments with these people. We're going to get to the truth here. Oh, yeah, it's going to be ugly, but oh yeah, I would have made a big point. That's why they would never want me up there on a panel because I get to the truth. And plus, I know tactics to get somebody to purge themselves, like I just did with Pam Bondi. I would have done with Pam Bondi. You know the names of the redacted? And if she gave me the runaround, I'd attack her with the clown show. But I'd warn her, just answer the question yes or no. Yes, that's fine. If you know them, I'm not going to ask you what the names are to reveal that. I just want to establish that you know the names that were redacted. Because if you don't know them, then how are they redacted? Somebody had to know what names to redact.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever did the actual work to redact the names, somebody ordered them to redact these names. I said, "Why don't we bring the employees in that did your redactions, and we'll ask them under oath."
Yes, that's right.
Who told you to redact these certain names, and what were these names? And mind you, you are under oath.
Uh-huh.
I said, you can either answer now in front of Congress instead of making it a show and not answer, or you can do it in front of a judge. Now you have a choice because you can't do the runaround in the courts. You have to answer, or you're in contempt and you rot in jail until you answer the question. And there is no bail. You won't get bailed out. You rot in jail until you answer the question. That's why I'm like, this is a waste of time. They need to put them in front of judges. Then they have to answer.
Right. If they don't, you could do contempt, right?
Yeah, that's what contempt is. You go to jail. You don't get to go home. You get to go to jail, and instead of having a nice dinner that you were going to have that night, you're going to have a bologna sandwich. Yeah, jailhouse bologna.
I like it.
See, that's why a lot of people hate me. Because how can you debate me?
Do they interrogate Prince Andrew? But he's not even known as Prince Andrew anymore. He's just known as Andrew Windsor Mountbatten.
Yeah, but our government's going to let the British handle your own. Even though the crimes were committed here and he could be charged for it. But I'd put him up against the international courts. But I'd let the British government handle their own. And they're doing a hell of a job at it.
Yeah,
they didn't waste no time.
Polish Peanut Ventures, hello!
turned up on King Charles's estate and arrested him on his birthday.
What that tells me, you guys have more equal justice under the law than we do, and you proved it.
Yep.
We're America. We're number one. What are you basing your analysis on? This right here proves that we are not number one. We suck as a nation. We let criminals because they're billionaires, and you look up to them and worship them. The Brits, they don't. You're guilty of a crime. You're going to the pokey.
Well, that's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's it.
Just like the famous singer Gary Glitter.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was in the prison literally 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, he was heavily guilty of that. That's sad.
Yeah, he got 16 years. He done 8 years. Got released from the prison by me. Ended up down near my auntie's in Hampshire. And got rearrested. Because he got caught with child images again.
Oh, boy.
I'd have been like, mate, what the hell's the matter with you, man? Claim insanity and go to a mental institution because you do need that. You got mental issues, dude.
So he's got to serve the rest of his sentence, which is a further 8 years.
Wow.
But they haven't put him back in the prison by me. Thank God.
Wow.
Because I used to go to a farm just behind the prison, and every time I went past it, I used to shout, "No, I don't want to be in your gang, Gary Glitter."
Wow.
And they had the prisoners put on a talent show in the prison, and Gary got up singing, and he was booed off stage, so he left the stage crying. And it was all in the papers. He left the stage crying because he got booed off.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just glad there hasn't been anybody in my favorite British rock bands that were implicated in any of this. And me, it would surprise me if one of them did, because they actually had women throwing it. The only thing is Robert Halford from Judas Priest. I used to have his posters on my wall as a teenager, man. He had all these beautiful women. He had his boot on the lower back of him, one of them in the doggy position. And then come to find out he's gay. I'm like, no, he was the man. He had all them girls. Dude, what's the matter with you?
Surprise, surprise.
Just like when I found out Joan Jett is bisexual, mostly gay. I'm like, no, she can't be. No, Joan Jett's hot.
Surprise, surprise.
Those are the only two that I've been in denial about being gay.
Funny. That is funny. It happens sometimes.
It's like that.
Go ahead, Tammy.
It was like that actor that was in Grey's Anatomy. He played Dr. Mark Sloan. He died yesterday. I was like, what?
Yeah, we lost in the same day, 2 days ago. We lost Jesse Jackson, and we lost Robert Duvall.
Yes.
Jesus.
And Robert Duvall was famous for being Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore in Apocalypse Now, and he was in the movie Armageddon, and he's most famous for being Tom Hagen in The Godfather.
Yeah. But I was like, you got to be shitting me. He was only 53.
Wow, young.
Yeah, but
Jesse Jackson was in his 90s, and I know Robert Duvall was in his 80s. They were all both old.
Yeah, pain. He was only diagnosed last year with ALS.
Oh.
And he died yesterday.
Yeah,
I
it
was
deteriorates you.
You
My
gotta be shitting me.
one of my favorite football players of all time, Steve Mongo McMichael. He won the WCW championship before the WCW folded. He was number 76 for the '85 Chicago Bears Super Bowl team. I knew him. He was a family friend. I'd visit him at his restaurant in south of Chicago. He'd be there every Sunday. He lived with ALS for about 5 years, but I hated seeing how it deteriorated him. He shrank. He looked like an 80-year-old man, skinny as hell when he passed away last April.
Damn.
But I was glad to see him that he got his golden jacket before he passed. He got his golden jacket out of the NFL Hall of Fame.
I couldn't believe how fast
But
it
my
had
favorite
taken him.
video of him, when they had him singing, he was the celebrity "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" 7th inning stretch at Wrigley Field. He was like, "Hello, Chicago." He goes, "That's all right. I got a few words to that home plate umpire at the end of the game." It was Angel Hernandez. He retired this year. He's looking up at the press booth. He didn't look happy. I'm like, "That's Steve Mongo. You don't want to tangle with him." He goes, "That's why I'll have words with that umpire at the end of the game." And then you hear the crowd booing, and you hear Steve Mongo go, "Boo!" Yeah, if you type in Steve Mongo McMichael Wrigley Field, you'll get that.
But I couldn't believe how quick that had taken that actor.
Yeah, ALS can take you
year.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And they said the last few days before he died, he was bedbound.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, ALS is what they call it now, but it's actually called Lou Gehrig's disease because the famous New York Yankee baseball player was the first person that got it. That's why they call it Lou Gehrig's disease. They didn't know what it was. And Lou Gehrig was the first one to get it. And he played his final season. That's when he did that famous speech on the field on that microphone. "This makes me the happiest man on the face of the earth." That speech was excellent.
Wow. How quickly is it? The speed different in every person, Sean, or is it fast for everybody?
Yes. No, it's different for everybody, and depending on your treatments.
Okay.
But I wouldn't wish Lou Gehrig's on anybody.
No, it's not nice.
It just it deteriorates you. It takes everything away from you.
Yeah.
And it broke my heart to see Mongo like that. And I am told his wife, Sherry, I was like, that's not Mongo. And she said I understood because I don't let anybody know I got a heart. Yeah, I was crying. I said I looked up to that man since I was a teenager because when I first met Mongo was in Bourbonnais, and I told him, I said, yeah, when I get finished high school football, there would be Richard Dent, William the Refrigerator Perry, Dan Hampton, Steve Mongo, you, and then there would be me. The greatest defensive line that ever played the game. You would not want to face that defensive line at any time. All four of them together, you're talking about 2,200 pounds a man right there. And these guys were big.
Oh, wow.
I was the same size as Steve. I was the same size as Steve Mongo McMichael, number 76. And he looked small standing against the Refig, Hampton, and Dent. Those guys were like 6'8".
Jeez.
Damn.
You weren't going anywhere. If you ran through that line with the ball, you weren't going anywhere.
Wow.
You might as well run into a brick wall.
Especially if you ran into the refrigerator.
I'm little, I'll die through the legs.
Yeah, you don't want that ass sitting on you. You go through the refrigerator, William Perry's legs. He'll come straight down with that 320 pounds of ass on you. You'll be like, oh.
Oh, hell no. You'd be scraping me off the damn ground.
That reminds me of when Animal from the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, Animal was real good friends of Andre's, and he was looking after Andre from event to event, and they were at this restaurant, and Andre was like, "Let's have some more," and Animal was like, "Andre, I can't take anymore. I'm stuffed." And he goes, "Well, hang out with me," and he hung out with Andre and looked after him. Andre was drunk as hell, and he couldn't get in the elevator, so they had to use the stairs. Now, mind you, Andre's drunk, and Hawk is behind him, and
God.
he ends up wobbling, and Andre passes out, and he falls backwards. Right? Luckily, he was only up a few steps. He passed out on his back on the floor in the lobby of the hotel. Nobody's going to be able to move him.
No.
Okay? He weighed over 550 pounds. Okay? A giant. So they took the fancy ropes and roped him off around there, like he was some exhibit, And Animal was laughing about it, and he looked at everybody else. He goes, especially in the interview when he's explaining to everybody, "You got a 550-pound ass in your face. What are you going to do? You ain't going to move it."
That's right. Bye, Kyle. Thanks for coming. Okay. Hemlotta, good morning.
Unless you've got a crane, you definitely ain't moving him.
Wow.
Because if I was with the Animal, it would take both of us to hold Andre. But then good luck.
That must have been hard to get Andre drunk, though. Because he used to drink. He could drink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, before a match, he would have drank 2 bottles of wine and a bottle of vodka. That's alcohol poisoning to the normal human male. Yeah. He goes, but that's, everybody, that's just the tip of the iceberg for Andre.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Andre's drinking habits were legendary. Nobody will be able to do what Andre did. If you do, you'll end up dying of alcohol poisoning.
Right.
Oh, hell yeah, you would.
Crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. I've seen Andre drink. Oh, hell no. You wouldn't want to get into a drinking game with Andre.
Yeah, I like the interview when they were talking. Jake the Snake Roberts was talking to Andre, and Jake the Snake met Andre when he was a referee, and that's when he said, "I was getting the feel of it. Become a referee, you get to know how to work the crowd." But he was just a referee then, and they gave him a cargo van with a beanbag chair and said, "Take care of Andre. Drive him around. Take care of Andre." He's like, "Okay." And when he first met Andre, he's sitting in the beanbag chair. He goes, "Oh, nice to meet you, Andre." And then, he was like, "Beer." He goes, "Hey," he talks. He goes, "I might get a 6-pack myself, Andre," and he did, right? And Andre leans over at him and says, "2 cases." He goes, "It's an 85-mile trip, which is about an hour and a half drive if you're taking your time." He goes, "Yeah, 2 cases." He gets him 2 cases of beer. He's back there, right? And he goes, "I drink 1 beer." He goes, "I don't buy beer. I rent it for a while. As soon as I drink it, I got to get rid of it." He goes, "Every 20 minutes, I'm pulling over, taking a piss, right?"
Yeah.
Andre, the entire way, he said, "I was constantly hearing cans being opened. Pop, 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 constantly being opened, right?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "I bought him the 2 cases because I figured he was buying some for his room, right?"
Yeah.
They pull up to the motel that they were staying at the next place. And he goes, "Well, Andre, do you want me to carry up that beer for you to your room?" He goes, "Finished."
Yep.
And he goes, I felt so inadequate. He goes, you can outdrink me, but God damn it, he didn't have to get out once to take a piss. He goes, I was cleaning up the empty cans back there, and I was putting my hand there to make sure I wasn't putting my hand in piss.
Oh, that's funny.
In an hour and a half, he took out 2 cases of beer. Do you realize how many cans that is? That's 40. That's 48 cans of beer.
Wow. Wow.
In an hour and 30 minutes tops.
Wow.
Yep. That's Andre, all right. Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Even I couldn't figure out how Andre, drinking all that bloody beer and wine and vodka and that, how he'd go for hours without needing to go for a pee. And you're like, damn, I've been 10 times and he ain't been bloody once. What the hell?
But see, he before WrestleMania, he was having lower back issues really bad. If you notice, if you watch the match with Hogan, he is wearing a strap around his waist underneath the tights he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's to give him back support because his back was going, and they were going to give him surgery after WrestleMania, which they did. And they were talking to Vince McMahon because he had no family over here yet. So they talked to Vince, and Vince goes, he can, because they needed to know how much anesthesia to give him so they don't kill his ass. And they don't want to give him too little to where they got his back laid open and then you woke up a giant. You're going to have a mess on your hands. And Vince goes, well, this is his alcohol intake that he can do. And they really had to do some serious math to figure out, okay, we need to give him this much to knock him out so it don't kill him. That's why the surgery didn't work, along with the knee surgeries that he gave him towards the end of his life.
Yeah.
His last wrestling match was in Japan, and he hardly did anything. And he had those crutches that go around your forearm, and he went to the ring, and it was real slow.
Yeah.
It was sad, but Andre's knees were gone.
Yeah.
But that was the problem.
Seeing Andre like that.
Yeah, they didn't know how much anesthesia to give him to where it wouldn't kill him. Or they didn't give him enough, and he's waking up during the surgery. That's bad.
That's very bad. Wow.
Andre was an amazing guy.
Oh, yeah, I wish I could have met Andre.
Oh, yeah.
But you fell on one side of the fence or the other right away. Either Andre couldn't stand you or he loved you.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
And that makes me kind of wonder. I'm worried. Which side of the fence would I fall on?
Andre loved my dad. And
because if I met him, I would have told him he's a mahaj, which is a French word for somebody that you look up to more than anything.
Yeah.
That, I'd tell him, you were my mahaj. Growing up, I wanted to be just like you, Andre. But I figured there's no way I could be just like you, even though I wanted to. And, I've learned of your trials and tribulations because of your, being a giant. Like Jake the Snake said, no toilet seat's going to take his ass.
That's true.
And flying in planes was bad for him.
Yeah.
Really?
Even though he did. Imagine a man 7'4", 500 pounds. He has to buy the whole row of seating.
Yeah.
And he can't fit and he can't fit in the toilet of an airplane.
No.
Wow.
No, he couldn't.
And it was disgusting what they had to do for him, but it worked.
Oh.
When I used to see Andre, I used to run up to him and call him uncle.
Hi, Jojo.
I used to call him my uncle, my wrestling uncle.
Yeah, there was a few people that were famous that I wish I got to meet. Robin Williams was another. John Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Robin Williams and John Candy.
Rob Williams was the first idol I had I emulated him since kindergarten. That's when Mork and Mindy came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I like John Candy in Cool Runnings.
That's the only movie I don't have of him. I got all of his movies.
Oh, I love Cool Runnings.
That's a classic.
I've managed to get that on DVD.
So that's what I'm looking for. All I need it for is for about maybe 10 minutes so I can rip it to my hard drive and give you the disc back.
Well, if you're ever over here, Sean, meet up, I'll bring the disc out.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. You got anything to trade? I just need it long enough just to rip it to my hard drive and you can have the disc back.
If you ever come to the UK, I'll lend you my DVD and you can rip that.
Because that's how I got rid of all the DVDs I had on my truck years ago. I learned what external hard drives can do for you. Just rip it to the hard drive. And that's where all my movies and TV shows are.
Yeah.
And it's about the size of a small book.
Isn't that amazing?
And I got 10 terabytes, and I make a backup of it, of the external that I have. You make a backup in case something happens to the one you use, and you won't lose what you have.
Exactly. But I loved him in that Cool Runnings. I think that film is so funny.
It is.
Yeah, the funniest movies that John Candy did, it's a toss-up and a close one. The Great Outdoors and Summer Rental. Those two were the funniest. And I can't pick one or the other to be the best. But those two, Summer Rental, and what was the other one I said? Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors is with Dan Aykroyd as his brother-in-law.
Yeah. I'll have to give them two a watch. I don't think I've ever seen them. Or if I have, I can't remember watching them.
Yeah, he took his family on vacation and the in-laws showed up, okay? His brother-in-law and their twin daughters. And Roman takes him on he rents a speedboat for water skiing, and he's teaching his son what to do in water skis, and he takes off, but John Candy has the hold of the rope, and he has the skis on, and he was doing really well. And I like that at the end there, you see him in the bedroom, and he's opening the top drawer of the dresser, and he's shaking.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, come on, we're gonna have some pizza." He goes, "What's the matter? What's the matter? How about Roman dragging my ass all over the lake?" Like he's hanging out for dear life, and he's yelling. He goes, "Roman, you bastard!" What's he saying? "Go faster, you bastard!"
That reminds me of my bloody uncle and my dad. When my dad had his motorbikes.
Oh, and when
my uncle got on the back of him.
In that same movie, The Great Outdoors, the bald bear ends up breaking into the cabin that they're in.
Yeah.
And he runs to go to the landlord to get the lamp that he has, because it's a shotgun also. And they shoot the bear in the ass, and it frays all the hair off the bear, and the bear runs out screaming. And you know what's ridiculous? It's a lamp and a shotgun. He plugs it in, and the bulb is lit at the end of the shotgun, and he fires it at the bear. It's ridiculous, but it's funny as hell.
I'm gonna have to give that a watch now.
Oh, The Great Outdoors. Oh, that one was great. Summer Rental is when he was a flight. The radar people. What do they call those people? I had a brain fart. He did it for that. He did that for a living at the airport. He was the guy on the radar, telling the
air traffic controller.
Yeah, air traffic controller. Yeah, they said you've been working 5 years without a vacation. We're making you take a vacation. So he takes his family on vacation to Florida.
Yeah.
And the guy that plays Scully, he's like a pirate type on an excursion.
Yeah.
And it's the same actor that's in Canadian Bacon as General Panzer. It was Rip Torn.
Yeah.
Because the guy that was in MASH as Hawkeye was the president of the United States in Canadian Bacon. He goes, that guy sheriff, he's responsible for the blackout. Bud Boomer. And Panzer goes, Boomer? Oh, sir, that's bullshit. This is some sort of Canadian trick. Blame us, get world sympathy, and make it impossible for our night attack bombers to locate their cities and destroy their inhabitants. God, sir, that's the oldest trick in the book.
I'm gonna have to give them a watch, because when you said about the Cluedo, funny enough, that was on Netflix and I actually watched that. Cluedo.
Which one?
Cluedo.
Cluedo.
Yeah, you were on about the movie Cluedo, like the game.
Oh, the Clue.
Yeah.
CLUE. We call it Clue.
Well, that was on Netflix, and I actually watched that. That is a really good movie.
Tim Curry was the butler, and Christopher Lloyd was Professor Plum. There was a lot of famous people in that movie. Oh, yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah, I actually watched that because I was like, I can't bloody find it. Then all of a sudden I go on Netflix and it's on there, and I'm like, what the hell?
You know, if everybody in here listen and take notes, and they actually watch that movie, sit down and watch it, I know they would be laughing. But for the Filipina, Asian folks, I'm not so sure. They're more into the slapstick type stuff. So I figured they would love the Three Stooges. Hey, Mo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Ching.
Oh, the Three Stooges were brilliant.
Yeah, because they were slapstick. Bro.
Yes, and I think it's their grandsons or their sons do YouTube now.
Well, Bradley, I know him. That is Curly's grandson, and I told him, you have your grandfather's spirit so much. You're so much like him.
And he just...
And I love it. Because I told him, I said, hey, the next convention, if I be able to attend, can I get in on the pie fight? I've always wanted to get a pie in the face by Mo. He thought that was hilarious. He said, yeah, Mo didn't like anybody that was a holdout. Oh, I wouldn't have been. Because I told him, I said, look, there's not very many people existed on this planet that could brag that, yeah, I took a pie in the face from Mo Howard. There's a big honor, and that's bragging rights there.
Well, I watched their grandsons on YouTube. They got a YouTube channel.
Oh, by the way, I'm glad I'm still with you, Darren. I'm pulling into the yard in Springfield. You'll get to see it, line up. I have to go through security, though. Got my badge around, my ComData card in a lanyard around my neck. I always keep it there, but you got to show it or they ain't going to let you in.
Very specific.
And I got 31 minutes left, which it worked out perfectly. I'm like an hour and a half from Springdale, Arkansas.
Ooh.
Gosh, you travel quite a distance, didn't you?
He's a world traveler.
He is, isn't he, Darren?
He is. The world of U.S.
I got to set the headset down a second.
But yeah, I love the cool run-ins. My favourite bit is when he shouts, Sanka, are you dead? And he goes, yeah, man. and the bloody egg takes the egg out and kisses the lucky egg and puts it back in.
Oh, and tell your mom I say hi.
I will do. She's sleeping.
What's she sleeping for?
I know, how rude, isn't it?
Okay, you see all the garage doors, Darren?
Yeah.
Over to my left is the pad where we test out new students.
Okay.
Or train them. and those are offices to the left, and a lot of things go on in there, and that's where lineup is. But here is where the actual lineup is, where we get in here, but it's full as hell.
Oh.
Yeah, the red lights, that's where you're going out. You can't go in. The green lights, you can go in. And the empty green light one there, that's for bobtail only.
Gotcha.
Makes it easy for them to get in and out.
Gotcha.
So I got to wait in line. It's slow.
Wow.
Because I'm going to go in here and drop the trailer. Go to the come and go and get some food and then come back. Park it for the night.
Don't bloody blame you, Sean.
Well, I can't go anywhere because I don't. Well, 28 minutes now. I got to do a 10-hour break, and I got to deliver this at 2:00 in the afternoon tomorrow in Arkansas.
And how far how long would it take to deliver from there to Arkansas?
About an hour and a half.
Oh,
All I got to do is just drive over to Joplin, get on Interstate 49, and take it south, and it's like 40 miles.
Perfect.
It's just barely over the border into Arkansas.
Perfect. You got lots of
That's
time.
about how long it takes me to get from my house to the UK's most haunted prison. And I love it there. I want to go back again.
I bullshitted my way at security. I forgot to put my padlock on the back end of the trailer, which I rarely use anyway. They always want you to have a trailer. Well, I lost my lock. He goes, okay. You're going to get one? I said, yeah. Because you pull in, they look at the rear end of your trailer. You don't have a padlock. They call up your fleet manager and complain. You don't have a padlock on there. It's like, look, no one's gonna get in my trailer as it's moving down the highway at 60, 70 miles an hour. If you do, you're taking your life in your hands, and good luck.
What do you think? People are like out the movie Fast and Bloody Furious.
There you go.
And plus, yeah, I'm going to know it if somebody's trying to get in the trailer going down the interstate at 70 miles an hour. All I got to do is hit the brake, and they're going to all bite the damn ICC bumper. And the one that's trying to get in the trailer is going to get crushed or thrown from that vehicle, and they're dead. That's all there is to it.
Hell yeah.
You see the back end of these trailers here? Like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called an ICC bumper. Okay? A lot of times they're not designed to stay attached. A car ass ends them, okay?
Yeah.
Most of your cars will go underneath that.
Right.
And right where the bottom part of the trailer is the top of the hood that comes through the windshield, decapitates people that do not duck.
Jeez.
People get decapitated all the time. Even in the back seat, they get decapitated. The children, it's sick.
Jeez.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's why they've been talking about putting ICC bumpers on the sides of our trailer. I'm like, that would be kind of stupid.
Wow.
Because
God.
that's called an override. When you are in front of the tandem of the trailer tires here, if you crash into here and the wheels hit you, that's called an override. When you crash into the ICC bumper and go underneath, that's called an underride.
Crikey.
It's like, well, you want to know what caused a lot of those accidents? A lot of teenage and 20-something-year-old females on their cell phone while driving. That caused a lot of those accidents.
Yeah. Well, they're bringing in a rule over here now. Well, they could be for learner drivers. They got to be taking driving lessons for 6 months before they can actually take a test. And then the younger ones, they're 16 to 20 something, they'll be banned from driving at night until they do nighttime driving. Then they've got to pay for lessons for nighttime driving.
Yeah,
I've always that for so long.
I've always been like that. I can see better at night than during the day. That's why I prefer driving at night.
It doesn't bother me either way, because I've got anti-glare put in my glasses. So when I'm driving at night time, because the headlights now on cars are so damn bright, it doesn't blind me.
Well, don't look at the light. You know what the secret to that is? That's why I taught my kids. You look at the line in your lane on the right. Well, for you on the left side of your vehicle. That makes you look away from where the headlights are coming at you. You're looking away, and it's not as blinding.
Yeah, that's what I was doing until I discovered the anti-glare that you can have put in your glasses. And since I've got that, the headlights aren't as bright. It doesn't glare in your eyes anymore. And what with me right eye may needing surgery on it.
Yeah. But since I picked this load up in East Chicago, Indiana, it's right by the border of Illinois, by Chicago. And I'm here in Springfield, Missouri. I only stopped one time, and that was to get a coffee and take a piss. And it was during Darren's live stream. And that was in East St. Louis, Missouri, East St. Louis, Illinois. Not Missouri yet. And Illinois is a big state. From East Chicago to where I was by St. Louis, right before I got into St. Louis, Missouri, that's about 300 miles, maybe a little bit more.
Dang.
And to here was like 200.
That would get us up. Where would that get us? Because it's almost 500 miles from my house to the border of Scotland. Anywhere between 8 to 12 hours for me to drive to Scotland. As it is, when we go to Husker's Castle, not Husker's Castle, to Bram Dracula's Castle in Transylvania, that's a 28 hours drive.
Didn't Vlad the Impaler live in that castle?
It's right next door to Bram Dracula's Castle.
Because the guy known as Count Dracula, a vampire, was Vlad the Impaler. I only know that because they took that photo of me, and that's when I learned who Vlad the Impaler was.
Yes, his castle is right next door. You got to go up a load of stairs to get to it.
I told him, I'm not even Romanian. He goes, but you look the part.
But apparently, on the way up to Vlad's castle, you got to be careful because they got bears.
Do they have a road that leads to it now, or no?
Yeah. To Bram Dracula's castle there is, but Vlad's, there's a road there, but you got to get out and go up a load of stairs. Because this is on top of a hill.
Were you there?
I'm going in November.
Good. Hopefully, you can actually see a real photo or painting of what he looked like, and you can
Yeah,
tell me, do I look like the real Vlad the Impaler or no?
I've seen what he looks like, and yes, you do.
Oh boy.
What I'll do, when I go over, I'll take a photo of Vlad, and I'll send you a photo of him.
And I'm not Romanian. Far from it.
Because he used to behead people and stick them on spikes. Stick their heads on spikes.
Well, and mostly he stuck a spear in their chest and then lifted them up, and they're suspended all the way at the top of that spear. That's why they called him the Impaler.
Yeah.
He did that after a battle that had been ensued, and they conquered him.
So I'm gonna go and I want to go up to Vlad Castle while I'm there. I'll tell you what, Sean. I hope I bump into them lads. With the
Oh, that
granny.
was swinging that old lady around. Yeah,
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna take you.
You gotta use Google Maps and figure out what town it was in and where that location is. If you use Google Maps, you can find it. You have to go to ground level though.
Oh, if I find out who it is, I'm gonna take me bloody mother and get him to do it to her and film it.
And I'd actually do an interview with him, and I do it to my mom.
Hell yeah! And if you can't do it to my mum, you can do it to me.
Is your mom small like that lady? Because that was a small lady.
My mum's 4'9".
Oh, definitely.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine me filming that though, Sean?
Oh, if it happens, you better film it. That'll go viral.
All you hear is me wetting myself with laughter and shouting, "Do it again!" And all you hear is me mum cursing me out in English. All the swear words possible.
Yeah, I'm sure that the people that you're going to run into in Romania, you show them the video and ask them, where was this? They'll probably know exactly where it's at, where it happened. They probably even know who it was that did it.
Yeah.
Because Romania is not a very big country.
No, it's not. But when I go over, I'll get you a little something. Of Vlad's. They got stuff over there, Vlad's. I'll get you a little something. I'll get you a gift as well, Darren. From Vlad's in Bram Dracula's castle.
That's cool. Thanks, sis.
You're very welcome. I'll send them over to you.
Brilliant.
That'd be bloody hilarious, that would. If that actually happened, I bumped into him, I'd be... Oh, God.
Yeah, but when I sent it to my niece, I said, we're going to rot in hell for laughing at this video, right?
I showed Mum. I said, "Do you want to go to Romania, Mum?" She said to me, "F off." I said, "So that's a no then." I'll just slip her some sleeping pills. She won't know until we get there. But then after she watched it, she was wetting herself. My mum was. I said, "I could take you, and we could find the blokes, get the blokes to do that to you." She went, "F off." We stuck her 1 year on holiday, Sean. I got a photo of it. A giant deck chair. And I don't know how we done it, but we got her in this bloody giant deck chair, and she let go and she disappeared.
Do they got tourist places to go? That where they filmed Harry Potter
Yes.
in England? I kind of figured they did. One of them's
Yes.
the train station, right?
Yeah. You got the Harry Potter studios over here as well. So you can actually get butterbeer and stuff like that.
But I was wondering, what was filmed on locations that you can go to. This was filmed here.
You know, in the movie, the train, I go in and you got like that archway with the bridge.
Mhm.
That's a natural location you can go to. And I think that's up in Scotland.
Yeah, something tells me that they flew a helicopter and filmed it, and all they did was computer generated a train on it for the movie. They used CGI on that.
They might have done, but it's an actual railway lines. You can actually visit the school that it was filmed in. It's an actual school.
It was a real school? Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a few places over where you can go. You got the Harry Potter studios. We can go and buy all your merch. And they have like Privet Drive, the house from Privet Drive.
Can you buy
can
an
go
owl?
into New Forest and all that. Yeah, you can go and visit the owls. I think it's
You can't buy one then.
no. You could buy a stuffed one.
Well, yeah.
But my friend, before he moved, he actually had an owl, like Hedwig. She was beautiful. He actually had her at his place. It was such a beautiful owl.
Yeah, I like the snow owls. The one that was used on the album cover of Nightwish. That was a snow owl.
Yeah, that's what he had. Was a snow owl. Her name was Angel. And he would let you hold her too. But I actually went to a bird of prey sanctuary over here. And they had this owl. And all she would do was hop across the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, why is she only hopping? Why won't she fly? He said, because she got out one day. And we thought she'd flown away like. He said, we went and checked the fields behind her. I said, yeah. He said, we found her and we thought she was dead. He said, so we rushed her to the vet. And the vet said, no, she's not dead. She's just stoned. He said, what do you mean stoned? She'd taken a bite out of a bloody magic mushroom. So she was on her back with her legs up in the air, stoned as anything. Tripping balls. So because of that, she won't fly. All she does is hop. I was creased when he told me. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, typically it doesn't take this long to get through lineup, but they only got few people working and a lot of drivers trying to get in.
So they go into the fields behind them every day and check for bloody magic mushrooms. In case another one of their birds of prey gets out or takes off. But I was creased at this bloody owl getting stoned on magic mushroom.
Yeah, don't use that video or song that I sent you of Blood and Fire. I'm going to send you the karaoke version and use it, okay?
Cool. Yeah. I'll have to screen record it. I got one off of Aska and she was playing. She had, I think it was a Metallica song on it.
Well, she likes Metallica.
I'll send
She-
you. I'll send
she
you it
sent-
after, Sean.
She responded to somebody's question, and she listed a lot of her favorite bands. And I knew Metallica was one of them. But the one that I found interesting that I karaoke was her mentioning Asia.
I honestly think she was listening to us the other night, Sean. Somehow. Because you mentioned about her on the rope. And in the video, there's her on the bloody rope. Exactly as you described it, too.
Wait a minute. When we, you mean that Monday Night Raw after we had our conversation?
Mm-hmm. She sent me a video on TikTok.
That's unusual.
And I was like, well, this is bloody weird because Sean was just saying about this the other day.
Yeah, but the one that I don't consider a coincidence is when she wore the green. And it's the only time she ever wore green.
Yeah.
Was when I requested it by, posting a message on the response to one of her videos.
Yeah. Well, I'll screen record that and I'll send it to you, Sean. That video she sent me today. You'll be like, what the hell? When you see it, you'll be like, what? Because she stood on the ropes like you described it. Exactly as you described it.
Yeah, I'm bouncing on it because that song has a bounce to it.
Yep. So I'll screen record it after and I'll send it to you. I was like, that's just weird. Me and Sean was just talking about this the other night. But yeah, I was up at the hospital with my mate till I got home just after 4 o'clock in the morning. Now he's got to see the heart failure team on the 9th.
Yeah, I know they're not going to do any work on this because he's got a brand new trailer. I can tell by the number of the trailer, the U60. Those came out at the latest back in August. Was that trailer is not even 6 months old yet. And usually when they're that new, they're not going to do any work on it. No need to. It's still like a brand new trailer. Now the one that I got, if they find anything wrong with it, I'm dropping it in the yard anyway for 10 hours, so they can do whatever they want. And like just have it ready by let's see how long 20 minutes. Have it ready by 8 o'clock Central Time in the morning. That's when I got to get out of here. Because that gives me 6 hours to get to Springdale, Arkansas. And that's not long, and I still have plenty of time to pick up my next load and take it where it needs to go. I want to go to North Carolina, but there's a chance if I get a chicken load out of there, it's going to Texas or Florida, Georgia, or North Carolina. Those places there. That's where I typically go if I get a chicken load out of Rogers, Arkansas.
How many miles do you travel in a day then, Sean?
Today I drove 630.
Damn.
Just enough to get from southern England all the way up through Scotland on the north side.
Christ.
Could probably drive right through the UK in one day.
Yeah. Because that would put you up in the middle of Scotland from my house.
Because Barry told me that the UK is the size of Florida.
That
Because
wouldn't surprise me.
he lived in Florida, and he said if you wanted to know England, I was asked him how big is England, because you can't tell by looking at the map. He goes, it's about the same size as Florida. I was like, really? He's like, yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Darren fell asleep.
Bless him. That hard. At least he ain't snoring or farting, so that's a bonus.
But the part where you spell out her name in katana swords,
Yeah.
you zoom in and you see like a sword coming up, right?
Yeah.
As you're panning away, and by the time you zoomed all the way out, her entire name had been spelled out in katana swords.
Not a problem.
And once it's panned out completely, you see the name. That's when the song starts, and you see her come out of the tunnel through the smoke and everything, and doing her thing, going to the ring.
Yeah, I'll get it done for you.
But when I send you the karaoke version, you're going to hear the keyboards right away, and that's the mask, like normally she does. You see that mask flickering on the screen.
Yeah.
And then once the guitar starts, that's when you start slowly spelling out the name Kana with katana swords. And then when the rest of the band kicks in with the guitar, that's when she's coming out of the tunnel through the smoke and everything.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean, I envision this, but I don't know how to do I don't know how to do video editing or anything like that.
See, I've got a knack where I can do all that. I'll find out soon if I've got to have surgery. Laser surgery on that eye. Because they want to open that tube up a bit more. So I don't get headaches, and because the headaches are a pain in the ass. I get real bad headaches from it. And it's even started to mess with my hearing in my right ear. And that's caused by that bloody tube. Some days I can hear no problem. And other days it seems a bit quieter. Which is driving me stupid. But I got to go and see the consultant. They said in a month's time, so I should get a letter in a week or so for an appointment to go and see the consultant. And then however long it is before I got to have the op, if he says, yeah, we're going to do it, how long that's going to be before I have that done.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I was banging against my 14-hour clock. I'm totally out of time. That means I drained the 3 hours you have to play around with, because you have to once you drain 3 hours of your 14, you're banging against your drive time.
Yeah, we got similar to that over here. You see a lot of the lorries and that in the lake, because we call them lorries. You'll see them in laybys.
I don't understand the name. Because Lori's, that sounds like a female name, Lori.
Yeah, I don't know why they're called lorries, but that's what we call them over here.
That's unusual. I know it was an unusual name that they called truckers there.
Yeah. It's the same as what we call a caravan park, where you would go on holiday. You would class it as a trailer park. I mean, where I live, there's one little sea, two out there, then another one, Castle Vista. There's at least 5 or 6 caravan parks where I live, where you can go on holiday. And I got a scar on the back of my hand from a bloody caravan park. Because my mum and dad used to go and clean the caravans.
Oh.
And I come out the caravan and it was concrete steps or concrete slabs. And it had the algae on it where you take your feet out from underneath you. And he took my bloody feet out and I grabbed the door and my hand slid down the door, sliced my hand open. And it's left a scar on the back of my hand. You used to find all sorts when you were cleaning out the caravan. You find bloody money in all sorts. Weird things people used to leave behind. Some right dodgy stuff too. I'm surprised I ain't bloody traumatised by some of the stuff I found.
Uh-huh. It's a shame that Darren doesn't get the big crowd like he normally did back in the day. It's like, it's like nobody comes around anymore.
I wonder if a lot of people ain't realised that he ain't isn't back yet. I wonder if they still think he's away.
Someone like Blessed Life knows that he's back. And, Boots and Benita, they know he's back.
But then YouTube ain't been sending out notifications again.
But what I've learned is a lot of them have gone to other platforms like BOGO and
Discord.
Yeah. Well, no, not Discord. Because you don't get paid for that. And TikTok is another one.
Yeah.
But TikTok and YouTube always went together anyway. But I never got on TikTok.
I only go on there just to have a look on TikTok because I get I buy quite a bit of stuff off of TikTok.
Well, the tariffs are ended. Our Supreme Court reversed it all. And said, Trump, you don't have the authority. And he never did. That was my complaint through the whole thing. Because only Congress can approve or disapprove this. He never got congressional approval. That means the House and the Senate vote on it. He can suggest, and they vote on it. If they accept it, then it's law. If not, you don't have congressional approval, and you just can't do this by executive order.
Yeah, because on TikTok there was a lot of people pissed that they were having to give up their channels and that.
Yeah, because if we just learned that executive orders can be done at any time by the president, it's like, oh, then when Biden was president, why didn't he sign an executive order like Donald Trump did? He had this desk full of executive orders that he signed day one. Why didn't Biden, give student loan forgiveness? All you had to do was sign on the dotted line. Oh, we can't do that. How about universal health care that he ran on also? Couldn't do that either. Then we would have your version of the NHS.
Yeah.
That's why I told Barry when he had his heart attack, I said, Barry, go back to England, get treated over there, because if you get treated here, you'll go bankrupt. And that's what that's why he went back to England. He'd been over here for 20 years, but he had dual citizenship. He had dual citizenship. I said, you're covered under the NHS over there. Over here, you'll go bankrupt. And he knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing with the NHS at the moment, they're a bit slow on getting appointments and doing
but if
operations.
A lot of Americans don't realize if you're, they prioritize. If you're in a life or death situation, you're getting treated right away.
Yeah,
that's the way the military does it.
My the friend I took up the hospital, he went up to the hospital last January because I took him up there and I picked him up, and he went up for his wrist with a they put something up for his arm to have a look at his heart, and they've discovered he's got heart failure. Now they referred him to the heart failure team, and it took me taking them up to A&E the other night with chest pains to actually get an appointment to the heart failure team. It was over a year and a month he'd been waiting to go and see the heart failure team.
I don't believe this. They're changing some of his tires on his trailer. I'm like, this damn thing is only 6 months old, and they're having to change out some trailer tires. That means some student's been screwing up tires and shit.
Oh, God.
Because your typical tire, like they're going to slap on now, those tires last at least a year or more. Typically, 250 to 300,000 miles is what you get on those drive tires like that.
Bloody hell.
That's why when I got this truck, I knew I wasn't going to need any tires for it. Because when I pick out a truck now, from now on, it's only going to be for 6 months or a year. And I'll look at the tires. If the tires are halfway worn, I'm like, no, give me another one. I mean, I'm not looking for brand new tires on a truck, but I want a lot of tread to where like, oh, good, I don't need any tires for this truck at all.
Yeah.
Because that comes out of my pocket.
Yeah. And they ain't cheap tires either.
No. That tire you just saw him wheel over there to put on the trailer,
yeah,
that tire there is $1,200.
Damn. That's why when I got to have a new car tire, I end up getting a mid-range, because the cheap ones, they don't last bloody long.
No.
And if I got the top of the range one, they cost me nearly 200 quid per tire. And I'm like, I ain't paying that.
That's why I always stick with Michelin or Firestone.
Yeah. I get, I can't remember which brand I get, but they're like £80 a pop. £80 per tire.
Yeah. On my truck here, I've always ran Michelins. On my, like when I owned a car or whatever, I usually went with Firestone.
Yeah, they're really good brands, they are. But I can't believe it. I bought a bloody battery only last year for me car, £119. And I went out there the other night to start my car to nip down to the shop and the car wouldn't bloody start. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. But they should give me an exchange battery because the warranty on it ain't even last. I ain't even had to cut the battery a year. Well, I think it's because we've had such cold weather and all these bloody storms. It's been ridiculous. The other day we had, what was it, Wednesday? We had another storm hit us. We got 20 mm of rain in one day. And up the line they had, we call it up the line because where I'm the furthest south. So we say up the line. They had snow. I was like, thanks. I get the bloody rain, they get the damn snow. That's not fair. Send the snow my way.
Yeah, for most of the country here, we're gonna have about 2 weeks of winter weather, and then there ain't gonna be any. The southern states, the United States, they're not. They'll only if they see any kind of weather, it's just going to be rain. But it's not going to really get disgustingly cold like it has. Winter is about over in this country, except for out west in the high range and up in the mountains. They can see snow all the way until June.
Bloody hell.
But everywhere else, down the mountain, it's going to be 70 degrees.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky we don't start getting the warmer or nicer weather until about July.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we usually get it in just the majority of the part of the country. It starts in March. Except for in the northern states.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like in Chicago, it doesn't warm up until like maybe early May, late April, early May.
Yeah, it's
because you're near the lake and it stays colder in those areas.
Yeah, I'm right on the ocean, so I'm surrounded by the ocean.
And that's probably why it stays colder there.
Yeah. And why we don't get the snow. I haven't seen snow in 13 years. We had the snow in the January of 2013 and my dad died in February. And that was the last time I seen snow. But we've had some real weird weather here.
Yeah, it's about time. Everybody else has pulled up once or twice. And me, I'm finally going to pull in. He's finally pulling out. But I got to wait for them to open the damn garage door. They know I'm here.
They always make you wait. But the other year when I went to go to, drove up to Shepton Mallet, I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And we had 114 mile per hour bloody winds. So that was a fun ride up through the bloody country. Up through country lanes. And you're driving along and your car's shaking from the wind. I got out the damn car, stopped it to go and use the restroom, and got out the car and nearly took off like Mary Bloody Poppins.
I'll probably be sitting in here for about 20 minutes. It just all depends. When I did my trailer inspection report, the tires look good to me, unless they find something that I didn't see. Hang on a second.
Fingers crossed that they don't.
All right, now I gotta wait.
Uh, I'm
I'll
glad
wait.
that one sounds a lot better now, though.
Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow to get fuel when I
How
leave.
long? How long does a tank of fuel last you?
I burnt half of my tank already.
Damn.
It usually lasts about 1,200 to 1,500 miles.
So every couple of days, then, depending.
But I that's if both tanks are full. And whenever you're at the yard, you always want to fill your tanks because it's the cheapest fuel price is at our yards.
That's something I like about my mate's new car. On his screen, where you got the map, the sat nav, when you go anywhere near a gas station, it tells you the price of the gas, so you can see which is the cheapest one.
Mm.
So that's kind of handy. But my car is diesel, so on a full tank of gas, I can do nearly 500 miles.
Well, I learned that about Britain. Most of your cars in England, the country you live in, run on diesel, not gasoline.
Yeah. Not so much now. It's more electric cars.
Yeah,
Because
you got the BYD electric vehicle from China.
Yeah.
Just like Canada is going to start getting a bunch of them, but they slapped over 100% tariff. I don't know how that's going to happen if they're going to keep that tariff on those BYD vehicles. That was to protect Elon Musk because he couldn't compete against BYD. He wants to keep his Teslas expensive because some people are buying them.
Yeah.
Because the BYD is the cheapest and better built. They're better than the Tesla.
Yeah, well, there was, at one point, the government wanted all those that had diesel cars to trade them in for an electric car. And they give you so much for trading in your diesel car. And I was like, yeah, and you can go and whistle, because I'm not trading in my diesel car for a bloody electric car.
Yeah, it was 15 years ago. They had a competition. Who can come up with the best electric vehicle at the cheapest price? BYD was the winner. But here in America, they won't hear that. What's BYD? Because if the news don't say it, nobody knows about it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can't really get diesel cars now in the UK from a car shop,
That's
from a
good.
dealership.
Because a lot of countries are moving away from fossil fuels.
Yeah.
Except here. They opened the floodgates. Got rid of the EPA. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's like my mate's car. If he wanted the same car, and he paid a little bit more, the only difference is the size of the bloody tires and the body shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the difference was in the damn car.
Yeah, one of the guys that I went through Prime here when I first got here. I teamed with him. He teamed with me for a while, and he left Prime. And what happened is he sold a patent to Mitsubishi about the electric vehicle. and he got
Yeah.
They bought his patent for $23 million. He lives up in Michigan, and what it was is he gave them the patent how to have an electric vehicle to where the batteries stay charged while running. He goes, it's real simple. And he showed me the schematic. Yeah, right here. You put an alternator behind each brake pad on the axle,
Yeah.
and the alternators in your car, when the fan belt turns the crank there,
Yeah.
that recharges your batteries. So your batteries never go dead unless you get a bad cell and the battery goes to shit.
That's
But
bloody good.
you put an alternator behind every brake pad, all 4 tires, and it keeps your batteries charged.
But the car dealerships over here a lot of them aren't selling enough electric vehicles. People are still going for the petrol vehicle.
I'm not going anywhere until you're throwing me out of here anyway. Sorry about that. I had to talk to the mechanic.
No, don't worry. But yeah, a lot of the vehicle companies aren't selling the electric cars.
But when we finally get the Canadians to take a vacation to Florida and they drive their BYDs, everybody's going to see those and be like, I want one. Yeah, some of these BYDs, they look cool as hell, just like the Tesla.
Yeah.
And what's different about the BYD versus the Tesla? A BYD, you get trapped where you can't move, the thing will spin like a tank. 4 tires, it'll do a 360 in place.
Cool.
I thought that was awesome when I saw that. They showed a video of it. Yeah, these things will do a 360 like a tank.
Well, not far from where I live, we got the tank museum. And one of my exes works there. I used to build the tanks. And you can watch them do tank displays and stuff like that. But you got your normal road sign for your speed limit, and then you got one for tanks. And my mum's mate was doing 20 miles an hour. And she said, what are you doing? It's a 40 through here. He said, no, it's not. It's 20. She said, since when have you been a bloody tank? She said, that's for tanks, you plonker.
Do you know where the army base was during the World War II, where they had those fake blown up tanks? There were balloons.
Yeah.
Where was that? And can you still buy one of those?
Oh Christ!
They were inflatables, and they said Hollywood made them, and they almost looked real. But you put the guy crawls underneath 2 of them, and they can lift it up and move it like the tank is moving. That's how they were able to fool the spy planes from Nazi Germany, saying, "Oh, they got a lot of tanks down there and they're moving around," but they were fake because they were moving all the assets down to go to Normandy. They did that and to make them think that they were going to go to Calais. That's where they put a lot of assets. Come to find out, we didn't go to Calais. We went down to Normandy. But a lot of the assets have been taken from Calais and Normandy to support the Eastern Front because they had just taken back Stalingrad.
Well, just up the road from me is where they practice the bouncing bomb.
Now, I remember seeing videos of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those were to blow up dams.
Yeah. And they practice that just up the road from me. And there's a D-Day museum over there.
Yeah, they
just
look like
past it.
Yeah, they look like fat 50-gallon drum barrels bouncing on
Yeah,
the water.
yeah. Because the actual raft base, where they come from, it that was blown up.
Well, how far do you live from that army base where they had the American, those balloon tanks? Hang on one second.
I'm not sure because I can't think of where it is. But I'll find out for you because I can't for the life of me remember.
No, I'm keeping it, but I am dropping it so I can go get something to eat. Huh? Not that I know of. Uh-uh. But I sometimes I miss things that may have got lodged in the tire or something. Sometimes I may pick up a nail. Okay, he's special needs. Had to keep repeating myself. But how far do you live from that one where they had the fake tanks that were the balloons? But they look real.
I can't for the life of me remember where that was. But probably not far.
I thought you lived in England. That's right across the channel from Calais. That's where I thought you lived.
Almost. I'm not far from Guernsey and Jersey. You can get on the ferry. We used to have the ferry, the Condor ferries. And you could, I think it was like 3 hours. And we'd be in Guernsey or Jersey. You go to Guernsey or Jersey.
Can you see the mainland Europe from where you are?
No. I've got to go from here to Dover to go across to Calais.
How far is Dover to you?
It's about 3 hours, 4 hours drive.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're further away than I thought. You have to drive 3 hours to Dover.
Yeah, I'm at the very bottom of the map. Almost in the middle. I'm on what they call the Jurassic Coast.
Yeah, wasn't that where the ships took off to invade Normandy?
Yes, there's a museum where the Americans come over and they left to go to Normandy and that, just up the road from me. And there's a museum dedicated to it.
I know they did a lot of filming over there back in the mid 90s. They were filming the Band of Brothers over there.
Yeah, we had
10-episode miniseries Tom Hanks directed.
Yeah, well, The Boat That Rocked, the movie, that was filmed by me. Dunkirk, the harbour
That was a good
scene.
movie.
You know the harbour scene? Where you see all the harbour?
Mm-hmm.
And then the beach? That's my hometown. That was filmed where I lived. Where I live.
The British commanding officer that stayed in Normandy on that pier, the officer, he played in the movie Valkyrie as General Stieg, a Nazi Wehrmacht general.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that some actors have played both sides of the war.
Yeah, well, when they filmed Dunkirk, you couldn't go down the harbour or on the beach or anything because that was all for filming.
Because in the theater, I went and watched Dunkirk at the theater, and when they showed him, when you first saw him, I'm like, "That's General Stieg. He's a German. What are they doing?"
Well,
and the people beside me were talking about it. I'm like, "Yeah, in the movie Valkyrie, he played General Stieg."
I'm literally 5-minute walk from where they from that harbour, from where they filmed Dunkirk. It's literally 5-minute walk from me.
Where were you when they were filming it?
I was here. I went down and watched part of it being filmed.
I kind of figured you would if you knew about it.
Yeah.
What about the part where the soldiers were getting on the train and they were giving them food?
I don't think that was filmed in my hometown, but because they didn't film all of Dunkirk here, but they filmed the harbour side, with the boats and the beach. That was the main beach, and I think it's a 4-mile beach that goes for.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Dover because I want to go to the spot where Kevin Costner jumped off the boat and then grabbed the sand on the beach, because that's where it was in Dover where they did that. It was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done Dover. I've travelled from Dover a couple of times because you've got to go there. I think it's near there as well, is where you get the Eurostar.
But Loxley Land still exists, right, by that name? Because I know Nottingham still exists.
Yes, Nottingham still exists. Yeah, they got a statue of Robin Hood, and he's actually buried.
It's on the west side of England, right?
Yeah, and his actual grave's there as well, Robin Hood.
I like it when Mel Brooks did the 1,000-year-old man. They would ask him questions, and I like that one of the people in the audience asked him about Robin Hood. He goes, Robin Hood? He stole from the rich to give to the poor? And they were like, yeah. He was like, bullshit. Mel Brooks playing the 1,000-year-old man. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Robin Hood stole from the rich to give to the poor? Bullshit.
I probably walked on that beach where that scene was filmed with Kevin Costner.
You got to look at the movie. You look at the terrain, and you're like, "Oh, this matches."
Yeah, because I went over when I went to Paris. I spent a week in Paris. And
How long
back,
is the cliff on the coast there?
Oh, it's bloody tall.
Well, I know, but how many miles is it if you measured it from one end to the other?
I'm not sure.
Not height-wise. I'm talking about length.
I'll tell you.
Oh, shit. I got a Jamaican driver right beside me because he's got the Jamaican flag colors on his truck.
It's 3.5 miles.
That's it? I
thought
the Cliffs of Dover was longer than that. 3.5 miles? Then it shouldn't be too hard to find where Costner was.
Yeah, I've probably been on that beach because coming back from Paris, our ferry broke down. So we had to go by hovercraft from Calais over to Dover and straight up on the beach. So I've probably walked on that stretch of sand that Kevin Costner filmed at.
Now, certain at the height of it, certain parts are like over 200 feet high.
Yes,
I thought so.
Yeah, and on a crystal clear day, you can see France from there.
Yeah, see, I thought you lived on the coast near the Cliffs of Dover.
No.
That,
I'm further. I'm southwest.
so you're on the southern coast border of England.
Yes.
So you're close to Birmingham then.
I'm about. I think it's about 3 hours, 4 hours from
To
Birmingham.
Birmingham?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I thought you were
there's-
closer than that.
No, there's Cornwall, Devon, Dorset, Hampshire.
What about Donington Castle?
Oh, I'm quite away from that.
Because that's where they have the legendary rock festival back in the 80s and 90s was Donington. Yeah. I know they still have it, but it's nowhere as big. It's like Wacken took over, and that's in the field in Denmark.
Yeah. No, I'm quite away from anywhere. Even to get to Cornwall, I'm like 2.5 hours from Cornwall, and I'm like 2.5 hours drive from Hampshire.
Yeah, Liverpool is a long ways. I can probably contest. That'd be like, Barry told me Liverpool is like driving from Miami to Tampa, and I'm like, that's only 5.5 hours. He goes, yeah, but in England we don't have interstate highways. That's what he was explaining to me. We don't have the interstate highways like you do here. Yeah, if we had them in England, yeah, you can get around England a lot faster.
Oh hell yeah! Because our motorways, they're doing a lot of bloody road works on the motorway. So you got that. You got you get bad accidents, and you're stuck on the bloody motorway for hours, bumper to bumper. You can't move.
Roll down the window and talk to the person next to you. Excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Well, I went to Southampton a few months ago. Drove down to Southampton, and that was like two hours and 45 minutes drive. And on the way back, it was 5 miles tailback, and it was moving dead slow. When we got level with it, we thought there was an accident or something. No, a woman had been murdered. She'd gone missing from London, and her body had been dumped by the side of the motorway.
Yeah, I've been waiting in here for an hour. Well, out there and in here altogether, an hour and 7 minutes. That's why I like these geotabs that keep track of our time. It says rest duration because I put myself in off duty when I was waiting out there. It's been an hour and 7 minutes. Typically it doesn't take that long, but they only got 2 or 3 guys working the bays.
I'll be right back.
Well, actually, I think Darren is asleep, and we might as well end it for him because there's hardly anybody in here anyway.
Can do, sure.
But call me tomorrow during the day, or I'll see you tomorrow on Darren's live stream. We could talk more about the video and everything, and I'll send you the video I used to the karaoke version to use.
Yeah, or if I don't get a chance to call you, it's because I'm letting carers and that in the house and sorting Mum out and.
All right.
But if not, I'll definitely see you on Darren's anyway.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Sean.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Darren! Oh, Darren! Mega love shout out, Mummy, yours truly. Mr. Dobson, do you want to end your live stream? I'll be right back. Darren, are you there, Darren?
Yes, good night.
Good night, brother. I just didn't want to leave your stream running, so you run out of hours.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, brother.
Good night.
I'm glad you're much better now, though.